Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit. Now that we're once again in control of Gregory Edgeworth, that should really elevate our game? Huh? Don't worry, that's not a spoiler, it's just a shot in the dark. Huh? And, earthquake pun, too. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream.
Watching Logan may cause giddiness, confusion, frustration, and the shocking realization that he rejects vanilla, fruit flavoring, and other delicious foods. Side effects include questioning his taste buds.
And we are live! How is everybody doing? I see that Oak was here bright and early saying, "Hey, Longa!" And Lurk said, "Streaming Omori with Nora soon. We should be raiding soon." Thank you so much to the Lurk, Oak. I appreciate it. Crystal says, "Meow, meow, meow, meow." Crystal, it sounds like you either want some food in your bowl or you want to play or something. I know a little bit of cat speak. And then Chris says, "Edgy boy skateboard, please." I saw that when you came in out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, I'd already done it once, but I guess I'll do it a second time for Crystal. I see that Sir Bacon is over on YouTube saying, "Cantaloupe jump scare." Ha! The thing is, thank goodness that wasn't honeydew, because I love cantaloupe, but I don't know if I would have been able to handle a lesser melon. But how you doing, Sir Bacon? I don't know if you're still there right now, but if you are, I hope you're doing well. How are you doing, Oak and Crystal? And then Rukov, thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. How are you doing, Rukov? I hope that you, Rukov, appreciated that during the April Fool's Day stream that the other streamer was saying your name the alternate way that you seem to prefer for some reason. Okay, so let's go ahead and load up the game. I'm not quite sure exactly where we were. I think we were investigating the fountain room last time, and I think that's where we wrapped up. So let's see where it is. The next day in the Gregory Edgeworth timeline. So went to sleep, went to the detention center. Tangaroa now had like a white afro, huh?
Logan is calling the right way to say my name the alternate way.
That is, well, it's because it is the alternate way. It's the,
Whoa, 32 months. What should I talk about? Oh yeah. My friend is playing AW6 for the first time and they had so much fun with the civil case in it. Family Feud was so much fun. Anyway, Transformers check. Guzzler, don't spoil me though.
Okay, so it's a couple things. First of all, Rukov, thank you again for the 10 bits. And yeah, because like, you know, Rukov, really, is your name, like language, is it prescriptive or descriptive? I think that's what we got to know. And Pharaoh, thank you so much for re-upping this up at tier 3. I think you're one of the very few people that have that high of a tier. Maybe possibly the only one. I think Jorge has like tier 2, because I think tier 3 gives you access to the Optimus Prime emote. I mean the totally not Optimus Prime. It's not intellectual property infringement at all. But 32 months. Look at that. That's 4 months away from the next subscription, baby. And when you say Guzzler, do you mean Guzzle? Because there's the Spark bots, Fizzle, Sizzle, and Guzzle. I do actually have one action figure of Guzzle, but I don't know where he is. But he's one of the characters that'll appear in Last Stand of the Wreckers when you finally get there, which is one of the best Transformers comic book storylines in the IDW universe, just saying. But thank you so much for re-upping the sub. And again, tier 3, thank you, Vero. So good to see you. Oh, okay, so like I was saying, we got to this room, and I think we're just investigating now. I did change my theory, though. So up until last stream, I've been saying I think the killer was Judy Bound with the
I'd It's the wrecker guy. Paul's been talking about him nonstop.
Yes, Guzzle. Guzzle there. I just had to make sure. His name is Guzzle. And he's you know, I'm going to let you meet him in the comics. But as I said, I do have one action figure of him. He's technically in like a movie-verse stylization, but that's like the only way I could get him. I think they had his original toy and then that. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. I wish Prince Paul was a little bit more active in the Transformers channel over on Discord. But thank you. And again, like I said, so this, I don't think it's Judy Bound anymore. I think the killer was Gusto. And I think Judy, I don't know why she'd wait 18 years though, but I think the whole thing in the future, in the present, I guess, with the reenactment of Artie Frost's statues was to like lure Gusto in because there's some piece of evidence in there that would implicate him.
It is descriptive, an off way of saying rook, like the bird, like they did with names in Utah back in the early 2000s in Utah, and my other nickname that makes fun of people who can't say my real name.
Oh yeah, well, but you just fell for a blunder, huh? What?
To me.
Oh, it's Queen Katie! Rated with a party of 5!
I think you need more than glasses. You may need surgery.
Oh, they've grown up my eyes. Don't mind me.
What do you mean?
Wait, what'd she say? They've grown out of her eyes? What? Thank you so much, Raiders. Hi. I don't know how many of you are already friends of the community and how many are new people that Queen Katie has. So if there's new people, let me do a really quick introduction. Hi, my name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Currently alternating between this game, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, and Metaphor Refantasio. It's a JRPG from the makers of the Persona series. So we're having a lot of fun here. How'd the rest of your stream go, Queen Katie? And if you are new, I do read every comment in chat. I'm just sometimes very behind. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. But I'm trying to recap where we are here, where we left off last time. So we're investigating a murder. We are right now, if for those who don't know, we're this dude right here in the trench coat, the dapper looking fellow in the bottom left. He's Gregory Edgeworth, the father of Miles Edgeworth. And so as I said, up to this point, I thought it was Judy Bound, but now I think it's Gusto. I think the whole thing with Artie Frost sculptures in the present day, because this is a flashback, was to lure Gusto back out because there's something about the statues that would have implicated him, and that's why he wanted them melted and destroyed. And I think it was Judy's body that we found face down in the fountain. I don't know why she would be dressed up like Artie Frost, unless maybe when he was like knocked out with the poison gas and was recovering, she dressed up like Artie Frost to do like a, ooh, I'm the ghost of the man you murdered type of a thing to get a confession out of him, which is entirely possible. You never know. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Or who knows, maybe it's not even a real person. Maybe it's just a dummy dressed up like him. Maybe that thing, it was cake and made out of confectionery delights and things. I see Opinion is over on YouTube saying hi. Unsure how active I'll be tonight, but I'm here for now. Opinion, there's never any obligation to be active. I just appreciate whatever time you are able to be here for. So thank you so much, Opinion, huh?
Oh yeah, I picked up Tomodachi Life again and made Optimus Prime in my island, and I want you to guess who his friend was.
Was it Megatron?
It was Christoph Gavin.
That's not who I was expecting. I don't think there are many Optimus Prime and Christoph, although I don't know if you ship them. But what is, unless the ship is not a relationship, but a friendship, a neighborship. Thank you for the 10 bits, huh?
You were just about to tell me what my blunder was. Then you shinied.
Yes.
Also going to bed.
Oh, thank you so much for the 10 bits before you go to bed. Rukov, you blundered because you said that language is descriptive, which means that if I use the name Rukov enough, then that becomes accurate. Prescriptive is when you say, no, you're saying it wrong. This is what it's supposed to be. So that means I'm right. I'm right. You admitted it. It's Rukov. Because apparently language and names are, as you said, descriptive. Anyway, I can see that we're chasing away all the lurkers here as I'm talking about language, semantic nonsense stuff. But good night, Rukov. You are awesome. You know, I'm just giving you a hard time. Sleep well, get some rest. I'm sure you need it. I'm sure you have an early morning tomorrow, huh?
Nerd.
That's it. You know, fair. That is, I have no argument against that. So thank you for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. I'll read just a couple more quick comments here on Twitch, then we'll get into the game and continue our investigation. Crystal says, yippee, skateboard Edgeworth. Some emotes. Oh, and AMC with a hydrate. Thank you so much, AMC. I mean, I'm not super thirsty now, but I probably should hydrate before I get thirsty. So thank you, AMC. And Crystal says, hello, AMC. And AMC says, hello. And Crystal says, I have 3 hours vacant time. That's perfect, because that's how long our stream's going to be. And there was Vera re-up in the sub. Thank you again so much for that. I appreciate that. Okay. So we got to investigate. We got to see what's what around here. I think last time all we did was we looked at Santa Claus, we looked at the drum set, and we talked a little bit to Fender over here. So let's check out everything else. I don't know why there are all these musical instruments if the whole thing was supposed to be like a Zodiac. Oh wait, no, the Zodiac's in the future. That's right. This was a confectionery contest. I don't know. It seems these instruments are used on Mr. Tangaroa and Ms. Bound's TV show Bake and Bop. There's some of the few things in here that aren't made of candy, and yet they still go in your mouth. Oh, I mean like the saxophone, the trumpet, the piano doesn't go in your mouth. At least I don't think so. I'm not a piano player. Chat, does the piano go in your mouth? I don't understand it. Is it just me, or does the detective seem a little disappointed? He wanted to eat some music. Let's look at the oh, it's not a piano, it's an organ, because it has 2 keyboards and has the little pedal things underneath. Wait, did I already look at the organ? It seems these oh, it's the same thing as the other ones down there. Darn it! I thought we were gonna comment on Tangaroa's organ, because that's what people came here for his organ. Can we look at the reindeer?
That's the door to Gusto's room. I guess the candy reindeer is meant to show the way.
With his nose so bright, he's gonna guide our investigation tonight.
Big antlers like that must be a bull.
I think not. Male reindeer shed their antlers in winter. Therefore, this must be a female. Oh, so that's what we're doing. Step ladder. It's a male deer, female deer.
Thanks, Mr. Trivia. Attorneys.
They don't teach you about reindeer in law school, detective. They should. Then we'd avoid embarrassing situations like this. Oh, a pin message is written by Magpie. How you doing, Magpie? Pinned by Vero, saying any instrument can go in your mouth if you play it wrong enough. And you know what? And if you just got enough gumption and a stretchy enough mouth, because I'm sure there are probably some that are difficult to get in there. But thank you, Magpie, for putting things into perspective. Okay, let's look at these. Are these the trophies, I think? This is quite the trophy.
Awarded to Tangaroa, first place International Confectioners Association Annual Spectacular.
It's made of candy. I guess it wasn't meant to last forever. When you guys were kids, did any of you ever get like a prize that was something cool looking that was made of candy? I would occasionally get that. Sometimes maybe something little like, oh, here's a little candy bracelet or something like that. But as a kid, although I loved candy, I mean, heck, I've got like some emergency Kit Kats here on my desk in case I start to get hungry tonight. I would never want to eat that stuff because it's like, then it's gone. And I wouldn't want it to be gone, but then it would just slowly go bad and then be gone that way. And then I wouldn't even have enjoyed it. It's awful.
Makes sense. Prizes, fame. None of it lasts forever, right?
I doubt it's anything quite that deep. Oh, chat, can we have Gregory Edgeworth investigate the elevator? I want to know what he's going to say about the elevator. Where does this elevator go?
The 2nd floor. Tangaroa and Bound live up there. Sounds like they live a pretty charmed life. Tea parties, candy making, that kind of thing. They even have a garden. Must be nice on a sunny day.
Subtle foreshadowing.
I know, it's a very prominent elevator. Bam! Right there in the middle of the room. I was hoping that he'd be like, oh, elevators, I love them. Nothing bad ever happens. Oh, no, it's Wendy! Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Wendy. I didn't see you come in. How are you doing? Maybe I should check the chat a little bit more here. Let's finish up talking about the elevator and then check out the next thing, and then I will read. But Wendy, how are you doing? Thank you for the 10 bits. That does sound nice. Perhaps they'll invite us when all this is over. Yes, when this is over.
I don't think I have a sub alert.
There we go.
Some Yu-Gi-Oh!
I do. That's my sub alert? I gotta change that, bro. Thank you so much for the sub.
Wendy, I hope you do some more streams again sometime soon. That was had like a really fun vibe to them. All of you, I think, here know Wendy, but if you haven't already, go follow her. She's a good follow. Thank you so much for the shout out for Wendy there. What was he saying? Yeah, perhaps they'll invite us when all this is over. That's what I want when this is over, to be invited in an elevator. Maybe I'll bring my son with me. I hope nothing untoward happens. You'd come, wouldn't you, Detective? Yes, come there to the garden for a tea party with me, Detective.
Don't get ahead of yourself now. You gotta buy me dinner first. I'm not in the habit of palling around with attorneys.
Okay. Let's see, what else? More trophies? Oh, and I said I was going to read some chat. Oh, and there's more going on over on YouTube. Opinion says, any instrument can be played with your mouth if you're Kirby. That is true. I got to say this. So I think I can say this. So my niece's birthday is coming up on Sunday. And I think I can say this because I'm sure she's not watching. But I was trying to figure out what to get her for her birthday, and she's a big fan of Kirby. And I went over to Best Buy and they had this really cute knit plush Kirby that it's like asleep with a sleeping cap on. It's cute and it's soft. That's something a Kirby fan would like, right? I mean, Kirby fans like cute Kirby, not just vor Kirby, right? I think. And Sir Bacon says, are we still on this murder mystery? I have a feeling all the cases in this are going to be long. It's technically, I think, 2 murder mysteries, but yes. Said elevator, more like low-evator, said Lego Yoda death sound. There's got to be mods. Every game needs a mod where that Lego Star Wars, like the I can't make the sound where you just kind of explode happens when people die. Said, can we get a Lego Yoda death sound for Twitch for them? Get her a Kirby beanbag. That might be a bit more expensive than my budget allows, and a bit bigger than she probably has space for, but that'd be kind of cool. Oh, especially if he's got his mouth open, like he'd sit in the mouth of the Kirby. I assume they make that. Crystal says, Vero, and hello, Rukov. Magpie says, Caw, how we doing, everybody? Magpie flying in. I'm doing all right. I had a nice big dinner, and yet I'm still hungry, so that's a bit disconcerting, but other than that, I'm doing good. Rukov says, hi, Crystal. Crystal says, hello, Magpie. Magpie says, hello. I need to eat dinner, but I'm lazy and don't want to get up to do that. That's me. Like with everything. But you need to eat something, Magpie. Crystal says, totally just a normal robot and not Optimus Prime. Yeah, just totally not anyone's intellectual property. You know what it is? It is powered convoy from the Diaclone line, except I think that got revitalized, so that's probably intellectual property too. Anyway, these trophies all belong to Mr. Tangaroa.
But they're not all for confectionery contests. Some appear to be for charity work.
A testament to both his character and his professional achievements. Oh, sorry. What's this one here? In recognition of Bacon Bop's long-standing achievement in making children's dreams come true. That's so sweet. Because of the sentiment, but also the candy. It's got me wanting to watch it. Can we look at the snowman? Oh, I want to look at. Would you? Hey, bad. Do you want to build a snowman? Oh, wait, no, you got to go in one of the rooms. I got to knock on the door. Bad. We got to do the bit. We got to do the Frozen bit that nobody cares about anymore because the sequel was subpar.
That was such a cute Greg line. I am like a WWW.
He is an endearing, I was about to say fellow, but I think chap suits him a bit more. It's kind of sad that we know that everything that happens in the past is going to go poorly, that we know from the present that Tangaroa is going to get convicted. Actually, did the case file that we have specify him as the defendant? Because I think it said like the defendant was convicted. Maybe we'll convince Manfred to change. No, because like in the future, we still gotta right the wrong there. So yeah, it's gonna go bad. And Gregory's gonna get pew-pewed. So that's not gonna be very good. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Wendy. I appreciate that.
Scone's room is through there.
It's marked by a snowman. A candy snowman by the look of it. Or I assume so, it's shaved ice. Oh, look, this part down here must be lemon because it's yellow. Why is it so salty?
Oh yeah, well, I'll be.
He's really sizing it up. He isn't thinking of making that into his next lollipop, is he? That'd be cute. Christmas tree. It's a Christmas tree made from candy.
These candy statues have everybody on edge. If ants get in here, oh, that's our scene ruined. All this candy. Do you want ants? That's how you get ants.
Yes, it would be pretty disastrous, I suppose. It would be even worse, though, if we got uncles in here. Ha, waka, 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 waka. Can we look at the drums? These are just more musical instruments. Oh, that's... I gotta go around. Yeah, sorry, it was wrong of me to step in front of you. It's a lyre! And an ice cream cone. So the lyre is probably gonna be important because the one statue. There's a lyre here, and some maracas designed to look like ice cream cones. They're so well made that it's hard to tell what's candy and what's not just by looking. I'd reach out and touch them, but then I'd be disturbing the crime scene.
Hands up! I already checked them out. Oh, and they're real. And they're magnificent.
Huh?
Okay, checked my Tomodachi Life Island. Here's the highlights.
Ooh.
Phoenix is best friends with Yuma from Raincoat. Ada Wong from Resident Evil is best friends with Clivier Gavin. Leon Kennedy had a son and we named him Sam. Joey is also on my island and he's best friends with...
With Bolin from Legend of Korra. I hope I said that right. It's been forever and I've only seen the first season, but I remember him. And the last highlight is that a prominent character in Persona 5 Strikers has a whole week of trying to get with Ada, but she kept rejecting him, and now they fight every darn time I see them. This is sounding fun. Maybe I should get that game, except I won't have $450 for a Switch 2. Plus, the games sound like they're gonna be more expensive. Aren't they saying like $70 games plus like Mario Kart World's gonna be $80? I keep seeing all these memes where it's like during the Nintendo Direct, everyone's like, yay, yay. It's like afterward when they announce the prices and everyone's like, argh. Did you guys see they had what would they call it? A Nintendo Direct Clubhouse, I think this morning, maybe it was, I think today? And where they're, I guess, showing off some stuff in the games, like the new Donkey Kong Bonanza game. And the chat on, I don't know if it was on YouTube or Twitch, I think it was on YouTube, was just everyone was like chanting like either drop the price or lower the price or whatever. So people are a bit upset about this, but thank you so much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Over on YouTube, Sir Bacon is saying, can we get a Twitch chat and live chat thing on the stream so we can see each other? I mean, I've done that before, but it sometimes does get in the way of like the text. I need to figure out where would be like a good place to put that. Or maybe I just need to do what I did for like games like Omori and kind of shrink the game up in the corner and have like just background, then have the chat on the side. I should probably do that. Sir Bacon says, no, a snowman made of candy. I taken a bit of it. Candy statue, bite it. Pikmin 4 update on my current run. Only had 4 deaths in Pikmin 4. Is that a lot or not much? What's that?
I am here to share my 36 months
Hey!
/ my 4th subscriber baby. I'm now back you playing my baseball that has turned into a rhythm game.
Wait. Are we still talking about Tribe 9? Is it a rhythm game now? Thank you so much, Tiff, for re-upping the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. And 4 subscription babies. That is commitment. Because after the first 3 subscription babies, you are allowed a no-fault subscription divorce. But once you have a 4th subscription baby, that's it. You are committed to this community. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Wait, and as I'm looking at this, I see Wua Clyde. Wait, crap. Did you change your username? Because I'm not seeing a first-time chatter around your box. Or did you come here with a raid earlier? I gotta like scroll up and find out. Were you somebody new? Or are you somebody I know with a new name? I'm so confused, but thank you so much, Tip. I appreciate that. Thank you. I guess I should read a couple comments in the chat because I'm already getting very far. But we're like 25 minutes into stream, and I'm probably 20 minutes behind in the chat. So let's see. There was a raid where Queen Katie came in. Vera was saying the bat swarm has arrived. Hear the queen shrieks as her bats take over the stream. All hail Queen Katie Bat. Then Queen Katie with the same message. Crystal said, love the raid message. Queen Katie said, yee. Vero and Oak did that one. Queen Katie says, I had fun. The Halloween event so far is so dope and cool. I just was impressed that when Queen Katie was playing Reverse 1999, there was a dog that had like a Stephen Hawking like speech box type of thing. It's like the puppy wishes to come along with you. Queen Katie said, I can't wait to see my stream start stats in a little bit. I can't imagine how much I earned just today. Oh yeah, you guys. I don't know if you heard from Queen Katie. She had a hype train today. Like I had popped in, I was hanging out for a while, left to go get somebody, came back, and I missed the hype train, but somebody had given her like 1,000 bits and 6 gift subs So congratulations, Queen Katie! Vera said his first friend was Christoph freaking Gambit. Well, I mean, he seems like a nice person when you first meet him, I imagine. Queen Katie said, Rukop, by the way, congrats. You now can use my emotes. A kind person gifted a sub to you.
There is a rhythm game sub-game. It is still a baseball game. I'm stopping a cyber criminal. With music.
I mean, okay, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised because, I mean, Danganronpa technically had a rhythm mini game in it during the trials. So it was always my least favorite part. So yes, I guess that does track. And I think I mentioned this before, but I guess the creator of Danganronpa, I always forget his name, has been threatening to quit video game development if the next game, the 100 line, doesn't do well. So if y'all want more of those games, you gotta make sure to get that one when it comes out. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna play some more of the game. Then I'll be back to the chat in a minute. But thank you again for re-upping the sub. 4 subscription babies. Do they have names? I should ask everybody what the names of their subscription babies are. Otherwise, I can name them. I can come with names for them if you want. Even though I'm bad at coming up with names, they will be awful names.
Hands off, I already checked them out. Oh, they're real.
Checked them out how exactly? Did you manhandle vital evidence, detective?
I didn't touch them. Not with my hands, at least. You get what I'm saying?
Did he? Oh, never mind. I don't want to picture it. Well, that was fun. Okay, have we looked at everything here? Can we look at this little sign? This sign shows which artist's work is on display in which room. From left to right, Mr. Tangaroa, Mr. Gusto, Ms. Scone, and Mr. Frost. Okay, so I wonder if the fact that Gusto's room is right next to Tangaroa might have helped him commit the crime easier, sneak in and out, back to his room without raising suspicion. Incidentally, this sign is also made from candy. What were they going to do with all this candy? Was somebody going to eat it when the contest was over? Can I look at the fountain? The statues on the fountain are nude. Thankfully, Detective Bad's head is covering one of the child's buttocks. But there's another child that you can see the shadow of its crotch. The statue on the fountain depicts cherubs enjoying some chocolate fondue. Oh, they a chocolate. They should put chocolate instead of water. It should be an actual chocolate fountain. Those are always fun. I love dipping like marshmallows and things like that in them.
Well, Halik's work, apparently. Gotta hand it to him. They look so real. I almost thought they were real children, but they're made of candy. That's right, this baby is made of candy. Oh, nope, this baby's made of baby. Well, I just ate a baby. In for a penny, in for a pound. I mean, it's too late now. Waste not, want not.
Detective, are you saying you have personally seen cherubs before?
No, attorneys always poking holes in people's words.
What did I do something wrong? Okay, so I think we looked at everything, so now we probably ought to talk to everybody. Let's talk to all the guards first. Oh, what? Oh, just KJ Things raided with a party of 10. Thank you so much for the raid. Is Vera or Crystal still here to do a quick shout out for Just KJ Things? Thank you so much. It's been like a little while. It's always so good to see you. How are you doing? How was your stream? And what were you streaming, if you don't mind me asking? I may need to do the shout out myself in a minute. Oh, because it looks like our mod was making a poll, so we'll check that out in a second, the poll, but let's do a shout out. Raiders, I read every comment in chat. I'm very far behind, so I'm gonna scroll down where the raid was and read some raid comments here. Oh, there we go. I know.
Where did all the bats go? Oh my god!
Whoa, the bats!
Why did I say that as soon as the bats?
That's why you never ask where all the bats went. They'll do that to you. They're just waiting. They got really good ears and hearing for echolocation and stuff like that. But yes, hi Raiders, my name is Logan. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We're currently alternating between this game, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, and Metaphor Refantasio. It is a JRPG from the makers of Persona. It's a lot of fun. Looks like KJ was playing, oh, Stardew Valley. Hey, but yes, and as I was saying, I read every comment in chat. I'm just sometimes very far behind. So I am, as I said, scrolling down. I'm going to read some comments from the raid, but also, let me give you guys a link tree in case somebody hasn't already. That includes all my social media stuff, my Discord, my YouTube, Twitch, what should be my TikTok, except that it got hacked a while ago, a little over a month ago. KJ with some emotes. Tiff said, firstborn, oh, the names of subscription babies, Jade. Second, Jasper. Third, Pearl. My newest Onyx. They're my gem children, and I love them. KJ says, hi, guys. Quigator says, whoo. Random OO Factor says, hi. How you doing, Random Factor? Do I have to say the O, or is like a Hunter x Hunter thing where you leave it out? Do I have to say Random 00 Factor? Let's see. KJ says, Stardew Valley Perfection Stream. What does that mean? Like perfect doing of stars or gardening? Vera said, Katie, the bats. Katie says, bats. Someone mentioned bats. Bat, all hail the bats. KJ says, always far behind. I know. And just KJ says, Random 00 Factor. And then let's laugh. So I'm guessing that the laugh means I was absolutely correct in how I pronounced that. So welcome, Raiders. I hope you enjoy your time here. Also, I'm going to really quickly copy and paste the link tree over to YouTube in case there's anyone lurking over there. Because I do see Sir Bacon is still there saying, yeah, only 4 deaths in Pikmin 4, just had 6 deaths. No! Said this game is evil. There's peacefully enemy in my game, and it has treasure in it. Also, I should mention, I did have a slight update on the whole TikTok hacked situation. After 3 weeks of their supposed dedicated team I get escalated to, they finally responded to me today. I got a message saying, oh, wow, yeah, as we look at your records, it does look like a new device has unauthorized access to your account. And so we're going to give you instructions on how to get access back to your account. So again, they're acknowledging I don't have access to the account. They say, here's what you got to do. Go into your profile and go into your settings and privacy for your account and change the email address. And also, it's like, I can't. I'm not in the account. It was so worthless. It was the worst thing. Oh, crap. There's a poll. Would you eat the candy after the contest if you had the chance? The options were free candy, no for exposed candy, yes for giggles. I said, no, I hate candies, eat sweets, or crap, there's a raid. And that one was 71%, contributing 90 channel points. Huh?
TikTok support is a joke, oh my god.
Oh, it is the worst. It's like either non-existent or the most unhelpful to the point of being infuriatingly counter-helpful, copy-pasted stuff. It is the worst. It is the worst. And again, if I don't get my account back, I don't think I'm ever going to go on TikTok again. It's just like, it's dead to me. I am done with that. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. And how did you get the poll to swear? When I've done polls, like sometimes it'll be like, who do you think is going to die next? And it'll be like, you can't say die. That's a no word. But again, thank you for the 10 bits, Wendy. I appreciate that. KJ says, basically 100% on farm save. It's hard grind. Random 00 Factor said it's a long grind because she won't bribe her way to perfection. You can do that in Stardew? You could bribe? I knew that you could get married in those games, so I knew you could bride. Those words sound similar. KJ said, I'm not spending 500K for 1% what? And Vera said, oh, why? I said, I always bypass the filters. I am that good. Like, is there a trick to it? I mean, not that I would use it. I won't say the no words. But, I mean, sometimes it'd be great if you don't know what the word is wrong and you can just say, like, no, still send anyway. Anyway, Raiders, I don't know if you're still here. If you are, thanks for sticking around. You're welcome to stay and enjoy Ace Attorney Investigations with us. We like to do goofy voices and stuff like that, ad-lib extra lines. If, however, you're tired after KJ's stream, KJ, if you're tired, you need to go get some food, you need to get some rest, or if this game just isn't to your liking, that's totally understandable. There's no obligation to stick around, but we'd love for you to hang out with us. Even if I'm not entertaining, our community is wonderful, and feel free to like talk to all of them and make some new friends, because they are all great. But I'm gonna get back to the game. I'm gonna scroll up to where I left off in the chat before, so the next time I go to it, I'll be able to pick up it again. Thank you for the raid, KJ. It is good to see you. And sorry about the bats and about the 500,000 brides in Stardew, huh?
Nope, I'm just Twitch Bezos' favorite little guy.
Oh, one of these days I gotta figure out how to become a billionaire's favorite little guy. Then I'll be on Easy Street. Oh my gosh, it'll be awesome. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Vero. And good on ya. I salute you. And Twitch Bezos probably does as well, so thank you very much. Okay, let's play a little bit more. Authorized personnel only beyond this point, I'm afraid.
Meaning what? I'm not authorized?
Sorry, sir. No authorized personnel either. So, nobody's allowed in.
Let me guess, Von Karma's orders. Guy's really starting to grind my gears. It's okay, I can say that phrase now because this takes place before Family Guy made that phrase awful.
Okay, can I talk to the other officers? Did they all say this? Oh, it looks like they're checked off. They all say the same thing. You say the same thing. You say the same thing. Did we ever talk to Judy? Judy Duty? Duty. Ms. Bound, we're here to continue our investigation. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm so sorry about earlier. Oh, she's still looking kind of down in the dumps, Mr. E. She must have been greatly taken aback by what Mr. Tangaroa had to say. I found the photograph of the semi-final entries for you. Here, it's all yours. Okay, so we got new evidence. Frost, Scone, Gusto. Okay, so Frost is a unicorn. There's got to be some piece of evidence to this. Maybe the placards were switched around and they aren't labeled properly. Scone is little... Except Scone can't cook, or can't bake, right? Can't confections. So she's just got like a thing of flowers with little chocolate butterflies. And Gusto has a phoenix, I think. So they're all mythological creatures. The unicorn, the phoenix, and the butterfly. Butterflies are mythical because they're time travelers. Butterfly effect is science. Oh wow, Miss Scone sure knows how to make a cute cake. Except she can't though. Yes, Samson loved her design for that one. And he loved the designs and flavors of Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost entries too. Only problem was, as Samson mentioned earlier, they tasted exactly the same. Does this have something to do with his lack of ability to taste salty stuff? However, their respective entries for the final tasted nothing alike, it seems. Was there anything else of note that changed between the semi-final and the final? Nothing major, but I guess there was one thing. Mr. Gusto's son was always here with him throughout the contest. This is the first we're hearing he's got a kid. Okay, so he's got a kid. He's got a kid, apparently. Maybe the kid's the murderer. Can we have a kid be a murderer? Send a little tyke to the electric chair. But he was nowhere to be seen during the final. Maybe the kid was the face-down body we spotted in the fountain. Why would his son come and hang out at a contest venue of all places? You're sure you're happy for us to keep hold of this? Of course. I hope it helps with your investigation.
Semi-final entries added to the court record.
Frost and Gusto's creations had different designs, but tasted the same. Again, I think Gusto may have been cheating as well. That he did something. He did something bad. I should read some more in the chat because I am still so far behind. Let's see. Quigator said, Rukov, by the way, congrats. Already read that. Vera says, then he befriended Paul before me. And I made him so we could be friends. Vera said, rest well, Rukov. Vera said, gonna open up Tomodachi Life and tell you guys who's friends with who. Krista says, befriend Hatsune Miku with the most emo people /J. Wendy says, finally caught up to where Logan was on this case. Nice. So Wendy's, I mean, you can like hang out for a good while tonight? Vera said, Wendy. Wendy said, can finally hear his Gregory voice. Oh, what do you think of it? It's basically just Edgeworth, but more down here, like this. It's the Leon Stroll voice from Metaphor. Quicket said, nice, you're about my pace now. Magpie says, any instrument can go in your mouth if you play it wrong enough. Wendy said to Quicket, yeah, I had a fat depressive episode where I didn't play for a week or so. I had to lock in. Well, I'm glad you locked in, and I hope the depressive episode is over. Said, low-key, Logan makes Gregory kind of sound like Richard Iowade. And I'm loving it. Oh, I never would have thought of that, because he's very, stilted in his speech. I like Richard Iowade. I have only seen 1 or 2 episodes of the IT Crowd, but I need to watch more of that. Said, closest I ever got was chocolate coins. Oh, boo. Because those are fun. I think the idea of a chocolate coin is always better than the taste because they never use good chocolate. Chris did the chat for Wendy when he said, I need to finally got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection, so content is coming! And Chris said, yippee, more Wendy times. Over on YouTube, Sir Bacon is saying, say, Logan want to be a Pikmin in my game? I'll die! Said, I'll give up options. Red, blue, yellow, ice, winged, purple, white, glow, and rock. I'll go with glow, because I have very pasty pale skin, and I practically glow in the dark. Says, those are the Pikmin. Yeah, I'll go glow. Why not? Glow. I mean, wing would be awesome, but I think I'd be too scared of heights to fly anywhere. All right. Oh, and I also have the book containing the recipe for the cure Samson mentioned. Oh, that's right. I forgot we're supposed to look for a cure for his salty, which is just there. It's just, there's a cure for this disease. Just hiding in the Angel's cookbook. Wait, wasn't the Angel's? That was what was the prize, right? It was in Tangaro's room. It was framed. And it was like the one thing in the room that wasn't chocolate, right? I think. We've seen this book before. See, there we go.
It was in the chocolate frame in Tangaroa's room.
That's right. He put it on display there so that everybody could see the grand prize.
What? The Cure is the ultimate cookbook? So it's not a book of dessert recipes, I take it.
Oh, no. We told the contestants, of course. But I guess nobody told you yet.
So the contestants all knew what the ultimate cookbook was this whole time.
Apparently it's got cures for diseases in it. Ultimate cookbook added to the court record. A book containing formulas for creating a cure. Oh, for taste disorders. Oh, very specific diseases. And other chemical and pharmaceutical items. Suddenly makes sense why Delicia Scone would want it, I guess. Since she's a pharmacist. She farms cysts.
I'd like to hear more about the cookbook if you don't mind, Ms. Bound.
No, I don't want to talk to her yet. That'll probably wrap up this area, and there's still one police officer we haven't talked to. I should also save, because we're almost 45 minutes into the stream, and I don't think I've saved yet. And that is just irresponsible of me. Quickett said, I just realized something. Imagine Bad was there in the courtroom the day Greg died. I can't imagine bonding with him for a good short while, only for him to be dead so quickly. I mean, because I know that this is only the second day we've known him, but I do feel like that they're getting along well. Bad is being a bit tsundere. But I like their dynamic. What he said, Kirby Squishmallow would be awesome. It's not full of Squishmallow. It's like a yarn knit thing, but it was very soft and cute looking. With the Nora! Rated with a party of 4. Welcome, Nora. Can we get a shout out for Nora, please? And I'll have a sip of water. Oh, I'm waiting for the Nora shout out to come in here. You're playing Omori tonight, right? I think that's what Oak said.
Inaba Municipal Hospital in front of Nanako's room. No, it's the municipal hospital. No, get out of there. There's a pedophile that works in this place. No.
Get out! Switch to a different hospital! Get her out of here!
It's okay, I think the devil only works there at nighttime. The graveyard shift, that was probably daytime. I think. How's Nanako doing, by the way? You saved her from the palace, right? Or not the palace, oh crap, what do they even call it in Persona 4? On the Midnight Channel. There we are. But welcome, Raiders. I'm assuming that's obviously got to be Nora, Oak, and Atlantic, right? If there's anybody else, if the fourth person is somebody I don't know. Hi, I'm Logan. We stream, why am I doing a voice like this? We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, alternating between Ace Attorney Investigations, 2 Prosecutors, Gambit, and Metaphor Refantasio. Glad to have you here. I should probably never do that voice again. But welcome, Raiders! How was Omori? How far are you into Omori, by the way? What he said, or rather from Wendy, Crystal said, Lurk Minecraft building a castle, so ... You gotta post more pictures from your Minecraft, Crystal. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, okay, so Minecraft movie is out now, I think. Somebody posted online, I don't know if this is real or not, but apparently some theater out there allegedly received like the incomplete version of the movie. Like the test screen version of the movie with incomplete special effects. And when I say incomplete, I mean incomplete. I should probably post this on the Discord, the link to it that somebody posted on Twitter. Like the pictures look awful, and that's kind of the version I want to see. I kind of want to see the unrealistic special effects, the really cheap special effects. I don't want hyper-realistic Minecraft beasties. And I don't think I'm wrong. When he said, I love Gregory's shock sprite. Bro, is that smug face like, just a scratch. Like, bro, stop aura farming. I know it's great. It's very rogue. Oh, Wendy, did you hear that apparently Coyote versus Acme got bought for distribution by Ketchup, the people who did The Day the Earth Blew Up? And so it's finally gonna come out. I thought Warner Brothers had supposedly deleted it. They claimed they deleted it, but I guess it still existed. But anyway, let's play a little bit more and then I'll read some more in the chat. Oh, one last thing, chat. Any of you wanna go see the Minecraft movie with me? I know it's gonna be awful, but I'm very curious. Yeah, we should talk to this dude. Excuse me,
Wait, FR? PH, my god, we finally getting IT.
Yes, I can't remember when they said exactly. Sometime next year, I believe. that it's going to be coming out. They bought it for $50 million. Like, so cheap. And so, like, part of me worries, like, what if it's not as good as everybody says? Because all the people who worked on it were like, oh, this is so disappointing because it was such a really, really good movie. What if they were only saying that because they thought nobody would ever see it? Because they thought that it was hopeless? What if it's bad? I hope it's good. I want it to be good. But what if it's not good? But either way, I'm curious to see it. I'm excited to see it. And thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Wait, why are you, Gregory, why are you looking away while you're talking to this guy, huh?
Hey Longa, you should check Discord artwork channel. Greater than 3.
Okay,
B.
Wait, why did it go when I found it was boobies? I should go like, oh, boobies. Oh, wow, did Twitch not send out a notification for today's stream? Well, good on you for being here. I didn't receive one, but thank you so much for the 10 bits. Okay, apparently I need to check the artwork channel on Discord. By the way, I have been loving all the fan art from last stream from Tuesday, from the April Fool's Day stream. Makes me so freaking happy. Oh, yep, looks like there are new posts in the artwork channel. Look at that. It's dark mode, Logan. There's okay, we'll do a flash frame like on Tuesday's stream. It's scary. It's so scary. Over on YouTube, Sir Bacon says, okay, you are nighttime. It's coming out this Friday. Oh, is that Minecraft? It must have been like an advanced screening then, because I've seen like multiple people posting stuff from screenings online. Opinion says, please do not pay money to see the Minecraft movie. Negative attention is still attention. Sail the 7 seas if you want to laugh at it. I got a Twitch notif. Okay, well, I'm glad you got a Twitch notif. This channel does not endorse sailing the 7 seas. How about this? Opinion. How about if I wait till it's already been out for a few weeks, and so like whatever the box office that matters is already done, and when I do see it, I see it at either at a very cheap like $5 Tuesday matinee or at the second run theater where you can see movies for like $1.50. So I'm contributing as little as possible. Is that fair? I think. Oh, there's a pin message written by Queen Katie, pinned by Vero, saying please pin maybe Schrodinger's movie. I mean, it kind of is like except instead of whether the cat's alive or dead, it's like whether it's good or bad. Although the same could be said of any movie, it's whether you observe it, whether you watch it. I like that. Schrodinger's movie. That's a cool, yeah, it's a good way of putting it. Anyway, let's play some game. I'll be back to chat in a minute. But yeah, why is Gregory looking away from this guy while talking? Walks up, taps him on the shoulder, immediately turns around. Yes, may I ask you something? I'm looking away. Sir, I'm analyzing the fountain water to see what might be in it, sir.
Man, what did you find?
Chocolate, and what looks like the kind of flavorings and colorings used in frozen desserts, sir.
Okay, so there's chocolate in the fountain that's either because the flowers aren't really flowers, they're candy, or you can see these things on the ground, all these like waterways leading to and in and out of the fountain. Every one of the rooms had like a little river, and they had like warm water that'd be able to melt stuff. So something chocolate was melted in here. I'm guessing what was melted is, if you guys remember when we saw the body, where is it? There's what the body looked like, and there was all this section with blood, which would be important evidence. But then when we looked in, so that was a photograph Bound took. Oh, do we not see what the picture is? Anyway, I don't know where it is, but when Bound took the picture, this chunk of chocolate where the blood was missing. It was gone. And so I'm guessing whoever the killer was, that blood. Oh, and remember Gusto said he wears red because he's always bleeding and he doesn't want people to see. So that's probably Gusto's blood. He probably was putting the body in there, got clonked in the back of the head by like the master or something. It's like, oh, I'm bleeding. And then got his blood there. It's like, well, crap, that's my blood. That's gonna be bad evidence. Cuts it out, tosses it in the river so it melts. And so although there probably is like too little trace amounts in the water to be able to test for blood. And we can have them test maybe the blood in the hair, except we know that Gregory fails. But I think that's what happened. I think Gusto cut out that chunk of chocolate and threw it into the little river, and it melted, and that's why there's bits of chocolate in the fountain here.
The composition of the chocolate seems to be the same as that of Mr. Tangaroa's work. And the flavorings and colorings match the profile of those used in Mr. Frost's ice sculptures.
Oh, that makes sense, because of course his stuff melted, and so it turns into water. I don't know if you know this, but when ice melts, it becomes water. And so then it went that way into the fountain.
Those little rivers flow from all 4 artists' rooms right here to this fountain. Guess that's how the stuff from the melted sculptures wound up in there.
And that's not all, sir. We also found blood. Oh, there is trace amounts of blood. But it's gonna be Gusto's blood. But we're just gonna assume, oh, it's the victim, so we're not gonna bother to test it, right?
But I heard it turns into mist. Have I been lied to?
Oh, it can eventually. It can eventually, if it melts enough. Like if you take the liquid, the water, and melt that. You probably didn't think liquid could melt, but oh, it can. And you melt that, and yeah, that turns into mist, or the scientific term, vapor. So yes, you are correct, Vero. I'm glad you knew that. That shows that you are a scientist, just like Starscream was before the war. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Let's see. There's so many comments. Let's at least get out of this conversation, get back over to Bound, and then I'll read some more in the chat. And that's not all, sir. We also found blood.
Hey, why is there blood in the water?
Think back to our investigation of the murder scene, detective.
Okay, there we are. So I felt proud of myself. The game is telling us right away, so I guess it was obvious.
Take another look at the scene in front of us, detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing.
The question is, who threw it into the river? Was it Gusto, trying to cover up evidence that he committed the crime? Or was it Manfred von Karma? Why would Manfred be like so eager to not have Gusto be the one who's arrested? Do they have some kind of a connection between the two? Because I feel like once Manfred has made the accusation goes to trial, then yeah, he's got to have his perfect record and all this stuff. But this is before the trial even happens. He can change who this suspect is during the investigation. It would probably be a heck of a lot easier for him, in fact, with all the planting and fabricating of evidence, if he would just like pick the right person. Then he doesn't have to do all the fabrication. So why would he not want Gusto to be found out?
Yeah, you're right. Don't remember anybody mentioning they'd remove the blood along with the body.
So that makes it sound like that when the body was removed, it was still there. So it probably was Manfred, since he was in charge of the investigation. We still haven't met whoever the detective was that was in charge before Bad got here. I feel like it's gonna be a surprise. Like we're gonna see it. It's gonna be like, oh, it's a bad guy or something like that.
The victim's blood was mysteriously absent.
We don't know it was the victim's blood. It's Gusto's, because he accidentally cuts himself. He mentioned that.
As was the part of the chocolate crest it had pooled on.
Hey!
I believe that the blood probably belonged to...
Oh, crap. I mean, it's probably... I don't know. We're gonna... But it's not Artie Frost, it's Gusto. But I gotta say the correct wrong answer. Because my hit points are up there and I can't save. But it's not. It's Gusto. It's this guy. I wish I could get like bonus points. I wish these games would give you bonus points if you're right early on. Artie Frost.
Take that.
The victim, huh? I'll have the guy compare it with the blood on the murder weapon.
So we're testing it then. Oh, okay, I was wrong. I was completely wrong.
It's a match. The blood on the fountain is Frost's.
Unless, okay, here's some real big brain thinking. Imagine you're either Gusto or Manfred, whoever it is that's wanting to get rid of this thing, and looks and goes, oh my goodness, there's all this blood here. I need to dispose of this evidence. I could throw it in the river. Oh, but no, I won't throw it in the river because then people will be able to find the blood. So here's what I'll do. I'll break off the chunks of the chocolate where there is no blood. I'll toss that in the river. I'm going to take the victim's head here and kind of dunk it in the water so its blood gets in there. And this other chocolate, I'm going to eat it and get an STD. But then it's disposed of another way. Because then when you find it, it will go, oh, okay, so this clearly shows the blood that was in the treasure chest was the victim's blood, when it wasn't. It was Gusto's blood, and I'm probably really stretching here. I'm probably completely wrong. I should stop talking, and I should play the game.
But why would someone want to send the victim's blood downstream and into the fountain like this?
Victim's blood added to the court record.
Frost's blood was found in the fountain, but not at the scene of the crime.
Okay, I should read some more in the chat. What he says to Vero, how am I doing on the island? Says, correction, 80 digital, 90 physical, and the physical is just a key to the digital game. Okay, Now, I did check into that. Apparently, that's only some of the games. Like, they've shown, for example, the games like Street Fighter 6 and, what was the other one? Brave Exvius or something like that. Those ones, it is just a key. It's like a download key. I'm guessing it's probably because those games must be, like, too big to fit on the cartridge. But some of them, like Donkey Kong Bonanza, it is on the physical cart. So, if I had to guess, it might be because that, like, Nintendo and the Switch was getting a real hard time with some of these like bigger games that they ported to the Switch. Like, remember they had Mortal Kombat last year? It was last year or 2 years ago. And it looked awful. It was so bad. And I'm guessing it's because they had to like compress and get rid of textures and stuff like that in order to fit it on the cart. And they're probably like, screw that. If your game's too big for the cart, this is a download code. And it sucks though, because like, what happens when like their servers go down? You bought the game and you've got it, and then like later you won't ever be able to play it again. We need more physical media. Vera said, you're doing awesome. Found a clam chowder is your most hated dish. Just learned this. Wendy said, lore accurate TBH. And Vera said, that's just ... bad. And there's Woowa Clyde said, look who it is. Yes, crap, Woowa Clyde. Who is this? Is this Apple? Is this, who is Woowa Clyde? Woowa Clyde's gotta be somebody that we know from before, right? Did you change your name or did I just forget your name? If I forgot your name, I'm so sorry, and it's good to have you here, Clyde. But it's clearly been a while either way. What he says, Tiff! Vera said, I can't wait for Logan to get the P5S and meet the guy who's trying to get with Ada Wong. I do want to play Persona 5 Strikers at some point. Maybe after Metaphor Refantasio. Crystal said, Tiff! Oh, and Wendy, check Discord, says Vera. Quigate says, huh? Woowa Clyde says, oh yeah, it's most hated. Oh! From last time, most hated. Okay, good to see you, Woowa Clyde. So you changed your name, most hated. I'm gonna keep calling you most hated because that's gonna work better in my brain. So thank you so much. Quigate said, I don't know if I brought anybody over. Oh lol. Vera said, huzzah. Quigate said, yeah, 1K bits and 6 subs. I was shocked out of nowhere. Woo, grats. Queen Katie says, magpie. Over on YouTube, Sir Bacon is saying, okay. Oh, I read that. Opinion says, and I read that already. Opinion says, yeah, I think that'd work. Bacon says, I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for being here, Bacon. Good luck on Pikmin. I hope they don't die, but I feel like that's probably a big play mechanic of it, them dying. But I hope it goes well and that you have fun regardless. Thank you for being here. Opinion says, I think it's not actually illegal to watch Jolly Roger movies. You just can't download them. But when you're streaming, isn't that kind of like a temporary download? Plus, like a lot of those sites, you do have to be careful. You got to make sure that you have a hearty ad blocker on for those types of sites, I would assume. And Sir Bacon says that treasure chest piece missing. I know it got melted. I thought I was being big brain and clever, but apparently I was not. So we're done talking to this guy, yeah? Let's go back to Judy. Judy Duty Hee Duty. And we're gonna present her our new pieces of evidence. Let's first of all show her the things that she gave us. I was hoping to ask your opinion on this, Miss Bound. The hunt is on. The truth will come out. But I don't know what... Oh, she's singing what that's about. I forgot that she sings ping. That is the proper way to pronounce a certain file type. I guess we're going to find out. I don't know what the tune is supposed to be. Sigh. Okay, what about the ultimate cookbook? Same thing. So she sings that song when she has nothing to say. Well, I guess that's one thing. When you have nothing to say, you can sing, because maybe you got something to sing. Present the blood. Hope to ask your opinion. Nothing here. Have we showed her all the previous evidence? Because that song doesn't seem familiar to me. We're just going to really quickly cycle through everything. Well, I read some more in the chat. Vera says, Kodaka, I think. Oh, that sounds right. Yeah, the creator of Danganronpa. Vera said, you can't be worse than me when it comes to naming. I don't know. There's a reason why I name all my characters Logan in games. I can't apologize enough. Not only did I melt Mr. Frost's work, I even lied about it. I still think that's a bit too convenient. She's still acting kind of suspicious, so maybe I'm wrong about it. It's switching over to Gusto instead of her. I wouldn't worry about it, Ms. Bound. Who amongst us hasn't lied at one time or another? Me. I'm the one among us, who has never lied. I'm an honest man, Ms. Bound. You could learn a lot from me. As long as there are people like me, those lies won't go undiscovered. Yes, me, the one person who has never lied. Mr. Edgeworth, you look very serious all of a sudden. It's a little frightening, I must say.
Yes, well, those who would cover up the heinous crime of murder with lies are truly the frightening ones.
Have we seen this sprite before? Because he's not like, getting hit by something, but he's still got that same smile and grabbing his hat. I like it.
So true. Oh, you must simply do whatever you can to uncover their dastardly lies and bring them to justice. You can count on me, Miss Bound. Seriously, I have pages for mathematical problems on my back. You can count on me.
Okay, what else? We got a Polaroid camera, nothing to say. Let's see, most hated says, okay now. Magpie says, enjoy the baby eater clip. I'm sure it's on the way. Oh crap, I need to think more when I'm doing stuff that like people could clip things and save them for posterity and not do the bad things. Sorry, Magpie, there was the KJ raid, so I can scroll down a little bit because I read these. I do want to review, once again, Tiff's subscription baby names. They were Jade, Jasper. Is Jasper a type of gem? I guess maybe. Pearl, and Onyx. I'd like to imagine you got 3 gemstones and then just a literal Pokemon Onyx there. But that's just me. So I can scroll down. And where Vera said, I always bypass the filters. I'm that good. Okay, nothing new to say there. She's just singing. Anything? Oh, wait. No, we already presented these things. Wait. Did I click the wrong thing? Did we present the elf on the shelf? I don't know. Veer said, oh, excuse me, Queen Katie said, BRB, I need my food. Stomach was growling as I did the raid. Totally understandable. I'd offer you one of my Kit Kats that I have here in case of emergency, Queen Katie. But A, you're probably already stepped away. And B, I don't know how to deliver them over the internet. I've tried to shove them through webcams, but that seems like an inefficient way to consume candy. Let's see. KJ says, I love Phoenix games, but I do need to sleep, so lurking as per usual. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you so much, KJ, for the lurk. I appreciate it. Get some rest. Sleep well. I'm sure you've earned it. Vera said, rest well. Said I got an email. Roddy is coming home in 4 days. Are you excited? I do really think there's a studio series, Hot Rod, that's also really, really good, but you're getting a masterpiece. You're going above and beyond. Quickita said, back with wafers. Magpie says, if they made the butterflies have looped tails, oh, like in Spirited Justice, we could say they were at least Cronese butterflies. Wait, I'm guessing since he said that they didn't have looped tails, I was gonna say we can go back and take a look at the picture, but I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay, just a few more pieces of evidence to show her. Okay. I still can't believe that Artie Frost and Palalik were the same person. But tell me, can you prove that you didn't know? I suppose that would be quite difficult, but why would I need to? Forgive me, I suppose you don't. I've got to stop doing that to people. Too much work on the brain is what this is. But that makes me think that maybe she did know. I mean, because that's rather oddly specific. That might be a little hint. Okay, still nothing to say. We only got 3 more pieces of evidence. Sorry this takes so long, but I gotta get every last little drop of content from this. That's the same as a minute ago. Let's see. Vera says, Katie, oh my gosh, since you're here. Magpie says, I like how Bound's accent is drifting from France to Transylvania. And I guess she could be Transylvanian if you want. I was actually trying to do like a Spanish accent, but I suck at Spanish accents. As those of you who are here for Diego Armando would probably remember. Quickly says, Vera said, did you see my message about the spoiler clip? Oh, you guys talking about spoiler chat stuff? What he said, I also love Judy's cute little theme music. It's jaunty. I just don't know like what tune she's singing to is all. That's an interesting badge, Mr. Edgeworth. Does it mean something? Yes, it means that I'm an attorney. It's for easy identification purposes that I wear it. I see. So that must be quite useful. Perhaps there should be a confectioner's badge too. It could be made of candy. Or a murderer's badge. I'm sure that would save you a lot of trouble. You know what? Just because someone's a murderer doesn't mean they're a liar. Because that'd be lying if you didn't wear, yeah, so just wear the badge. That would make my job a lot easier. Yes, you're smart, Judy. Well, they don't get badges, but they do get bracelets. And sometimes a dirt nap when they get executed. Okay, that was fun. So now we gotta actually talk to her about stuff. The Ultimate Cookbook. So, if I understand correctly, the Ultimate Cookbook is actually a collection of recipes for different medicines. Exactly, or rather totally new medications that haven't made to market yet, to be precise. So we do have secret cures that are just out there. Is it that they haven't been like tested on people? I don't know how this works. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Vera says to Wendy, it's so jolly. Quiggity said, oh yeah, I plan to do that tomorrow morning. Wait. Oh, talking to Vera said, I doubt Logan will get that far tonight. Vera said, huzzah!
That's gotta be a legal dog.
Yeah, I think so. And these people just have it and are giving it out as a prize in a cooking contest? And we're not, this isn't all over the news? This Attorney Universe do be weird. But thank you very much, Wendy, for the 10 bits. I almost said Queen Katie for some reason. Thank you very much, Wendy, for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. And you're absolutely right. By the way, I should ask, how far into the game are you, Wendy? Have you completed this chapter? Do you know, obviously don't say, but do you know who the murderer is, or do you just still have guesses too? Wendy said, the IT crowd is so funny, I need to rewatch it. The one thing about the IT crowd that always gets me is that they did, and we've talked about this before, but they did an American pilot, like for a pilot for an American version of the IT crowd, kind of like The Office got an American version and so on and so forth. And of all the people in the world to cast as, crap, what's the guy's name? Is Chris, is it O'Dowd? Is that the main guy in the IT crowd? They cast Joel McHale. Like one of the hippest, coolest, yeah, I'm just a frat boy slacker guy, as the nerdy basement shut-in IT guy, huh?
Hey, loser, what happened to that incredibly talented and charming tuber?
Oh.
Wish he was still around.
Oh.
I guess we can settle.
Oh.
Maybe there is a lesson in there. Well, gotta go overwork myself from pathetic.
Thank you so much for the 10 bits. I don't know if that sounds like you got to take off and do some work stuff, but Clam, I appreciate you. And I'm glad that you were able to be there for the Tuesday stream. I thought that went well. I know that we had to end a little bit early because I didn't have time to put together a ton of content. But I had a lot of fun, and my heart was warmed by how nice everybody was to everybody else, and the fact that you all played along so well with it, and then the fan art on Discord is so amazing. So thank you so much, Clam, for the 10 bits. I appreciate it, and thank you for being here, even if you have to take off and go do some work. You're awesome, Clam. Okay, let me read just one or two more comments here when he says, I'm gonna go grab a snack, BRB, and the BRB. And there's where the Nora raid was. Oak said, Nora's raided in. We hope her tears don't mess up your stream. Nora raid. Queen Kitty said, Nora. Nora says, hi. Nora, how is Omori? Ray says, yo. Nora said, yes, Omori. Wendy says, Nora. Nora said, that clip. And then Nora said to Wendy. And Atlantic says, lol. Okay, let's play a little bit more here.
To the right buyer, the pharmaceutical company, for example, it would be worth a fortune.
Again, that makes sense, though, why Delicia Scone, what her motive for entering the contest and cheating was.
But why make the grand prize in why make that the grand prize in a confectionery contest?
Mr. Tangaroa is the sole heir to the Tangaroa family fortune. Perhaps you've heard of the Tangaroa group.
We gotta be at least halfway through this case. We're still getting, new backstory lore. The Tangaroa group, yeah, I think I've heard of them somewhere before.
It's a major pharmaceutical corporation. Sells all kinds of pills and poisons.
Oh yeah, how did we not make the connection before then if this is so famous? Because Tangaroa is not exactly a common last name. It's not like Johnson. Oh yeah, that new Cold Killer Pro has been making some real waves since it went on sale. Wait. That's a reference, right? Cold Killer, that was in one of the previous games, right? Cold Killer Pro? Wasn't somebody sick and had Cold Killer Pro medicine? Was that Feeny in the flashback case in Trials and Tribulations? Was he the one with Cold Killer? Who was that Cold Killer Pro? Because I remember he had the mask and he was sneezing up on the stand. Oh, Magpie with the pin message, pinned by Vera said Cold Killer X was Feeny, yes. Okay, so this is the pro version. Because that's further in the, wait, no. No, this would be further in the past. So Pro is before and then X. So thank you. I'm excited I got that right. Thank you very much for confirming that. I appreciate it. I always reach for a cold killer when I'm feeling under the weather. Which is never, as far as I've seen. Maybe Pro takes good care of himself. I usually get sick once a year. I hate it. This past year I got sick twice because one of them was COVID. I'd like to hear more about the Tangaroa group if you don't mind. Okay, Tangaroa group then. So, did Mr. Tangaroa not want to take over for his parents and go into the family business?
No, he preferred the idea of making people's lives better through the power of confectionery.
Oh, there's a couple of pin messages here. Hang on. Pin message written by Oak, pinned by Vera said, oh, it's for a poll. Oh, so there's a paid poll, name puns for Omori, because I know more about it now. Okay, so there can't be fond. Oh, can't be found, Basil. D. Eval's will poll. Oh, Devil's Whirlpool, Aubrey. I still love that clip. Oh, this also reminded me, I was meaning to ask you guys some stuff for, probably not necessarily the poll, but I'll wait till after the poll is done to ask you guys about it. Co-Ryers, Criers, Omori. Alder Tan Deoders. Older than the others, Hero. And Hal's Picnic is Mari. I feel like if Kel was on there, he would just be East Toast because he dies so much. I am going to vote D. Ival's Whirlpool because I still am very proud of that dumb little joke. Although Hal's Picnic is as a commanding lead right now with 77%. So vote as you see fit.
No, he preferred the idea of making people's lives better through the power of confectionery. And his parents supported him in his quest to become the best in the world.
With the ba-ba-ba?
Did you know that Puzzles is the goat for real, for real?
For real, for real!
Everyone please give Puzzles a high five and
Yes!
applaud and thank them for being so awesome, even if some of their gaggle of women are evil.
Do you have a gaggle of evil women, Vero? But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Yes, and a high five! High five right here. Right here, high five. And the high fives are the applause. Vero, you are awesome. One of the best decisions I ever accidentally made was jokingly making you mod for a day and then realizing, holy crap, Vero is amazing at this. So thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak. And thank you, Vero, for being really freaking amazing all the time.
But then, when they passed away, he inherited the cookbook.
But why would he make such a valuable heirloom a mere contest prize? Is it gonna be that was gonna motivate him to do well in the contest if he puts something on the line like that?
He has been hounded by so many people looking to make that book their own. He was tired of it. But it would have been an insult to his parents' memory simply to give it away.
He could have sold it, right? Or like, founded the company and gave it, or there's already a pharmaceutical company, give it to them, say make the drugs and then sell that.
So he decided to find somebody he felt was worthy of it.
I'll bet the board of directors loved that. /J, or would it be /S? Does that mean sarcasm? I don't know how tone tags work. Handing over the fruits of all their expensive research to someone else.
They hated the idea, of course.
Okay, so maybe Gusto is on the board. Oh, and the poll is done, and Has Picnics won with 83% of the vote. Nora contributing 500 channel points. And second place was a tie between Devil's Whirlpool and Older Than the Others. Nora seems to like, I still want to say Mary, even though apparently everybody in chat is like, it's Mari. But I should read some more in the chat. Oak says, yeah. Nora said, yes, we did. Oak says, dungeon when he says dungeon. Ray says, it's me, Logan. I was the third. Well, Ray, good to see you. And thank you as well for everybody who contributed to the art stuff from the last stream. Nora said, I didn't cry today, Omori stream, because I did a lot yesterday. When he said, guys, that's actually Logan's natural voice. The other voice is fake. Okay, this is going to sound weird, but can I let you guys in on something that I'm very self-conscious about? I don't know what my natural voice is. Like, for real. For years and years, I always talked with what I thought was my natural voice, and everyone made fun of me, saying like, oh, you sound like a radio announcer. And so I've made a concerted, conscious effort to try and like break from that and sound more natural. But I don't know if that's still my natural. I don't know. I don't know if that counts. It confuses me. Oak said, we just got to Daddy Longlegs telling us a story and walking into fire. Okay, that's the forest, right? Where with was that with the spider webs, I think? I'm trying to remember. Nora said, I'm excited to meet Sweetheart and see her show. I think you'll like Sweetheart a lot. What he said, I've seen people give the chicken jockey scene a standing ovation. I saw a clip of that as well, where like it comes out and he goes, chicken jockey or whatever, and then people are like, whoa, losing their minds. See, that's why I do feel like the Minecraft movie would probably be a lot of fun to watch with like people ready to goof around, because it looks bad, but it looks like it's probably dumb bad as opposed to like I hate the universe bad, maybe. Eglin says hello. Speaking of the art, the fan art from last stream, Eglin, I love how like so much of yours, I like all of it, but like you really encapsulate the I think the lore of everything, like the picture with what do we call him now? No Gal, just kind of like hey, and then the other one with the eyes glowing and the strings like a puppeteer strings. I love it. Magpie says, that's exciting! I can't wait for Coyote versus Acme. Oak says, I'd love to see the Minecraft movie with you, Logan. Well, then come on, everybody. Let's all go see the Minecraft movie a couple weeks afterward when it's cheap. And Oak with a clip! Okay, hang on. Let me load this up in the clip viewer. For those who might be lurking or don't know the deal, whenever someone posts a clip into the Twitch chat, we load it up on our clip viewer so we can all watch it together. This will also give us an idea of how far behind I am, chat, because they usually have timestamps. This clip is titled... a spoiler clip for Fender when he, and then it's cut off and it's not loading down here for some reason. So let's see what this is for Fender. I guess you're not such a bad guy after all. Now, you can't tell because I'm saying it verbally, but I said your name is bad. It had a capital B and then 2 D's at the end. I have to explain this because I'm verbally saying it, not communicating in writing, saying a hypothetical speech box at the bottom of a screen of sorts by which a third party is watching and controlling our actions. I think that was an important clarification. So there we go. That was from like last stream, right? Or no, last one of these streams, right? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And here's the thing, Oak, you kind of missed out because Tyrell Bad was in the previous Ace Attorney Investigations game, and we got like a lot of backstory about it. So there's a lot of stuff we know that you don't know, actually. Opinion over on YouTube.
Truman Show off Fender Kappa.
Here's the thing. A, I love the movie The Truman Show. And B, I just love kind of breaking the fourth wall, especially like drawing attention to when they are saying puns that aren't puns because they are pronounced identically, that only works if you can see it in writing, but they're saying it verbally. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Wendy. I appreciate it. Opinion over on YouTube is saying, oh gosh, same. I'm autistic and I don't think I naturally put emotion and inflection into my voice, but I've been making myself do it all my life to the point it's harder to not do it, which sucks because it's exhausting for me. I don't think that I'm autistic, but I am very socially awkward. So I feel like I might know a tiny sliver of that. Obviously, like I can't fully understand what that's like, but I feel like I know just enough to be able to empathize with you very much on that opinion. Okay, let's play a little bit more here.
Which is why Delicia entered the contest. The Tangaroa group wanted her to win the book back for them.
Oh, so is that who she works for? So they're the makers of that chemical, what was it, asphyxium or asphyxium? Something like that? Oh, because Bad did say they make medicines and poisons.
So you knew she was a pharmacist all along? Yes, and not only that, I told her how to appeal to Samson's taste. I tried to help her win. But why?
Maybe she loves living in the opulent mansion and worries that they would lose a fortune if they lost. I don't know.
I wanted to protect Samson by protecting the Tangaroa group. If that cookbook fell into another company's hands, the board would never forgive him. So I wanted to find a way to keep it with the company, but in a way that Samson couldn't object to.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
So that's how Miss Scone managed to make it so far in a contest she had no business taking part in.
So maybe Bound made the treats for her up to this point, like the cake that Samson liked and everything?
But Miss Scone wasn't the only one pretending, was she? Mr. Frost wasn't really a confectioner either. And he still made it all the way to the final just like she did. Not bad.
Okay, he's not a confectioner, but he is like a sculptor of sorts. I mean, you can count like designing teacups and teapots, sculpting. And he obviously made all the zodiac sculptures and things like that. So if you're trying to ice sculptures are a thing. And so yeah, it's ice, flavored ice. It counts, it's a thing.
Yes, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Such a talented sculptor and a gifted crafter of desserts too.
What if it turns out that Gusto isn't even real? Maybe like no actual confectioners entered this contest.
Gifted indeed, judging by the standard of his work in the final. But how did one man produce pieces of that size and quality in such a short period of time?
Oh, hang on, I just gotta click something here. Oh, there we go, sorry.
I am not sure I have much more to tell you. But if there is anything else I can help you with, I'll be happy to, of course. She is certainly very keen to ensure that she does all she can for Mr. Tangaroa. I could certainly use a cup of the tea you made us yesterday, if you wouldn't mind. I think that might help move the investigation along nicely. Oh, I'll have some too. Your tea is to die for, Ms. Bound. Especially if you poison the tea, then your tea will be to die for. Literally, Ms. Bound. Well, how could I possibly refuse? I'll bring it right out.
I mean, she's still acting suspicious. I mean, maybe she and Gusto were in it together, but except, like, Tangaroa was her dad, so she wouldn't want him to get convicted. You know, I think that cheered her up a little.
Investigation complete!
Yay, we made some poggers. We should save our poggers while we're thinking here, because we're almost halfway through the stream, and I think we've only saved once so far tonight. Nora says, okay, Logan, I'll come with you, give me some plane tickets to Utah, or come to Minnesota. I'm sorry. A, I don't have the money for that. And B, young lady, you're still a kiddo. For one thing, you should not be trying to go to movies with grown men. And second of all, you're probably too young even to see Minecraft. It's probably rated PG-16 for scenes of people over the age of 16 doing mature things like taxes. Oak said, this is a clip from the last AA stream, but I wasn't there at the time. Well, thank you for the clip. I appreciated it. And there apparently was something in the last stream. Somebody said, was it Vera that said at some point I said something that freaked out the spoiler chat? I still don't know what it was. I'm still very curious. So I hope somebody like clipped it and will show me eventually later. But oh yeah, I remember also I wanted to get you guys' opinion on something. I forgot about this. I forgot to ask about this. Okay, so I was talking to somebody about like all the voices that we try and do in this. And so I was like going over my head, like how many voices we have in Ace Attorney. And so I made like a little text file list later on. And there's like about 40 or 50 voices. I mean, some are very, very similar to each other, but about 40 or 50 basically distinct voices that, and I was like, wow, that's a lot. And I wanted to ask you guys, like, this is kind of like a self-serving question, and I'm not doing this for the sake of compliments or anything, but I'm legitimately curious. What do you guys think are the best voices? Not best in terms of this is my favorite because it makes me laugh, because sometimes you laugh because of bad voice. You know, like have you ever seen that meme where it's like the results of the dog illustration contest, and first prize was this really crappy doodle and second prize was like a really good photorealistic dog, and like it's because we opened it to voting and everybody voted for the crappy one. I'm not saying like what's your favorite, like the Maya voice. That's not a good voice. It's a funny voice, but it's not a good voice. I'm wondering like which of them do you like, are there any of them that you feel are like a fully realized, yeah, this is a quality voice? And if so, which one or ones would those be? I'm curious. I'd like to know. I mean, just for my own kind of self-evaluation at this point. Anyway, let me read some more in the chat. Atlantic says, I'm planning to see it this Saturday. Ray said, I do. I made Minecraft movie bingo for when I see it. See, that sounds fun. Magpie says, I remain hopeful that someday there will be a Freakazoid movie. It'll be terrible, and I do not care. I just want it to exist. Here's what I worry about, though, with that. Like, Ed Asner, of course, died. He can't, so Cosgrove is gone. Did the narrator pass away as well? Paul Rugg, with G's, not D's, is the creator of it. He's still alive. He's getting a bit older, huh?
Oh, so for this you do self-evaluation. Sigh sound.
Are you implying I should do self-evaluation for my socialization and my lack of dating life? I do. Every night at 3 a.m. as I'm lying in bed and can't sleep. And the evaluation I've never passed once. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Oh, and I see we're already on slow mode over on Discord. Or not Discord, excuse me. Why did I say Discord? On Twitch, so I should read some more in the Twitch chat. But Magpie, I freaking love Freakazoid. I have one of the seasons on DVD. I want to track down the other season, but I had a hard time finding it, huh?
Ing the Karkul ha code doesn't be ani loga or mo pomperstanitra edi is Kurain 3.
That was kind of intelligible. You could kind of understand that as TTS Girl was sounding that out. I mean, some of the words are a bit off, but that was very good. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. That horrible little Sean Connery type of voice I was trying to do for him. But thank you so much. Or you just want to say the name. But either way, thank you for the 10 bits. I do appreciate that. Okay, because I am so far behind, I gotta read some more in the chat. If you're lurking, I will get back to the game. I promise.
Chat, I'm just saying that. I'm gonna trick people into thinking we actually play the games.
But I do need to read some chat because I must be very far behind if slow mode is already on. Wait, already? What am I saying already? We're almost halfway through the stream. But yes, Magpie, I would freaking love that. I love Freakazoid. It is like one of the best goofy cards. It's a bit dated in some ways, but it is so freaking good. Nora said, oh, Wendy, you know a movie we getting hyped for? When he said to Magpie, dude, that'd be amazing. Freakazoid is actually criminally underrated. I forgot. I wanted to make a sound alert one time. I was going to totally do this. I went to a convention. Paul Rugg, the creator and voice of Freakazoid, was there. And I had him record a thing for the channel, and I was going to have him make a sound alert for the channel as Freakazoid. And I never got around to making it, so this is actually a very good reminder. When he said to Nora, the Miku movie, baby. Oh, I forgot, they're making a Miku movie? Queen Katie said, please pin maybe Schrodinger's movie. I still appreciate that. Nora says, yes. Said, I'm bad at things, but I will do the drawing next week. Magpie says, yes, correct. I think they should have it so the Freakazoid has been stuck in the 90s, so he gets uploaded to the new internet and has to cope with all the weird new internet stuff. It has only made him wilder and more unpredictable. Important, he must be cringe. If it has the same creators, I'm 100% on board with it. Because I love like classic Warner Brothers cartoons, huh?
Not just a Miku movie, a Project Sekai movie.
Oh, so is that like an expanded cast of characters then? Because I know there are other Vocaloids, but it's specifically Project Sekai. Does Project Sekai have a storyline to it? I actually don't know, because I've seen you play, but it's just like a rhythm game to me. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it, and I'm glad you guys got that to look forward to. But crap, what was I saying about Freakazoid? Oh yeah, I love classic Warner Brothers cartoons from all the way back like to the 1940s to present. But I get so disappointed with some remakes. Some remakes are like fun in their own way. The Looney Tunes show, which is basically like a sitcom, was pretty fun. But one I was really excited for, and I think I mentioned this before, because when I was a kid, as a kid, you have those movies you watch a million times. One of the ones that I had that I watched over and over and over again was an old copy of Tiny Toon Adventures, How I Spent My Summer Vacation, and I loved that movie so freaking much. I love Tiny Toons. And they did the recent reboot on Hulu, and it was awful. It's just one of the worst made shows, I think, in every single way. In terms of concept, in terms of writing, in terms of animation, in terms of humor. It's just off. And I hate seeing, it's like somebody took the thing that I loved, murdered it, skinned it, and is wearing its skin pretending to be it. And I don't want to see that happen to Freakazoid 2. So as long as, if they get the original creators working on it, and I guess Cosgrove couldn't be in it, and they'd have to find some ways around, I would have a lot of fun. I love. And also, a lot of the recurring people, like Ricardo Montalban and Jonathan Harris, are dead too, because it was like an old show, but maybe they could recast some of them, I guess. Wendy said, oh my gosh, we used to have a movie theater here. Oh, wait, actually, no, with Magpie says to go to the 90s, you wouldn't have to worry about the older people, you'd have new people. But yeah, Wendy said, we used to have a movie theater here where entry was $3 always, and they would show movies that just came out in theaters but weren't fully on digitally yet. It was so good when they closed down. Oh, we've got a couple of dollar theaters around here, I think 2 of them still, maybe 3. But they're very run down. One of them renovated, but then I think turned into a first run movie theater. Oak said, call me Queen Katie Bat the way I'm nabbing ice cream. Okay, apparently we all got to call Oak Queen Katie. This will be very confusing when I'm reading chat now. What he said, to be fair, it was in the sketchy part of town. Oh, Ray said, Logan, if a gal who looks like a pirate hands you the Minecraft movie with no questions asked and walked away, would you watch it? I'm the gal. Well, it depends. Do you, when you say look like a pirate, do you mean looks like a pirate kind of like Sasha Buckler looked like a pirate in Spirited Justice? Wait, was that Spirited? No, that was Dual Destinies. In Dual Destinies, or looks like the pirate in terms of looks like what a pirate probably actually did look like in real life, which is probably very gross. If it was Sasha Buckler, I'd be like, yes. If it's like a gross, historically accurate pirate, probably no. Queen said, good Oak, get that ice cream. Magpie says, oh, what did that sounds like? The exact kind of place we need more of. Okay, let's play some more of the game. I'm probably still far behind because I was talking so much about old Warner Brothers cartoons. We've learned a little more about the contest's participants, but there's still one question involving Mr. Gusto, for which we never got an answer. Did he do it? Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why. Sure, I was... Objection! Silence! minutes! You're not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. That's another example of not a good voice. That is not a good German accent. That was very evident when we did the collab with Kim over on her channel, because she is German. And at one point, twice, somebody redeemed the speaking a German accent for 5 minutes thing, and I did that, and she's like, that is so bad. That is such a bad accent. What was he doing in Mr. Frost's room? Murder. I wonder if someone could, like, put a body into the little river. Oh, that's probably how the body got into the fountain in the present. It probably wasn't dumped into the fountain. It was probably like, you remember in Willy Wonka when Willy Wonka the Chocolate Factory, or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, technically, because the Gene Wilder one. I never saw the Johnny Depp one. When the kid falls into the chocolate river and he like dies, I assume he drowned. He was in a tube of chocolate. He could not breathe and gets sucked up into a pipe. That's what this is. You kill the person or just put somebody in and let the water kill the person through drowning, and they probably drift out here and just splorch into the fountain, maybe? Huh?
Hey, you left out the part where Kim said that the accent was hilarious.
Okay, she did say, Thank you for the 10 bits and for the boo, even though it's so scary. She did say it was hilarious, but I'm saying it wasn't good. And that's what I'm trying to figure out with this whole kind of self-evaluation thing. Is like, which voices are actually good quality voices versus which are just funny, if that makes sense. But I did appreciate that. And Kim was very nice. That was a fun collab. She's a good streamer. And thank you for the 10 bits. Again, I appreciate that. And, there's a message over on YouTube. Opinion says, all the kids survive in the book. I don't know about any of the movies. Okay, I think they do technically survive. Like, I believe I haven't seen that movie since I was like a little kid, but I'm pretty sure at the end, they say to like Charlie or someone's like, hey, all the other kids are waiting for you out front. Like, yeah, they're all fine now. We fixed, the Oompa Loompas fixed them. So they're fine, okay, here's what I had canon. Because realistically, that kid gets sucked into a chocolate tube. Unless it was like a really short journey and he pops out and gets oxygen, he's drowning, he's dead. The little girl, when she shrunk and fell the trapdoor, you heard how far she fell. She splat, she's dead. These kids are dead. Get turned into a giant blueberry, that is not something you survive. The kids are dead. So what I think happened, this is what I had canon. Kids all died. Backstage, while all this is going on, the people are like, oh crap, what are we gonna do? All these dead kids. And the Oompa Loompas are like, hey, we're kid-sized, and they put on kid disguises. So I think from that point on, those kids were really Oompa Loompas disguised as kids to trick the parents into thinking the kids survived. And I think the parents probably figured out that at least some of them, what was the one kid, was Veruca Salt? Was she the awful one that shrank and fell? I think the parents probably figured, this isn't really her, but oh my gosh, this Oompa Loompa is so much more well-behaved. I love this replacement child more. So this is what we'll just go with. Opinion says, well, they're not fine. That girl is blue forever. Oh, really? And the TV kid is like 10 feet tall? Roald Dahl is fantastic, y'all. I need to read the book version of it, apparently, at some point. So thank you very much for the clarification, Opinion. And that's not all. I also have some questions about the work he submitted for the semi-finals. A confectioner who admits to lacking design sense, and a sculptor with it in spades. Oh, that's right, if he lacks design sense. But the problem is when we look at the thing, everybody's look good. So somebody else did all these.
As someone who played Mrs. Gloop in their 5th grade performance of that. Yes, I do remember. Why would you remind me of that? /LH.
Because Tiff, that was the most important moment of your entire life. You remember in Spider-Verse, the whole canon event thing? That was your canon event that shaped you forever into the person you are. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Was it fun though? Did you enjoy it? You sound like you're hinting at traumatic experiences with it, or maybe it's just because it was like a school play, and school plays are often like that. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Okay. Mr. Gusto could not have hoped to win such a high-level contest by himself. So is Judy helping everyone? Or maybe Artie Frost helped Gusto because... Okay, how about this? Artie Frost helped Gusto because Artie Frost just wanted Scone to lose. Also, hang on, this is the first time I'm noticing this. Look, there's like a big vent with a very large hole right there. That is totally a dead body-sized hole. That is a hint. I was right, that the dead body got sucked through the tube and is gonna be spit out right there. I can't believe I didn't see it before. Because this is a chocolate mansion. This is totally, this is Ace Attorney Universe's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Except instead of dead children, they're dead adults. Which is more whimsical? Dead children or dead adults? Because I feel like dead kids could be more whimsical because they're kids, huh?
It was fun. The trauma was that we had to practice our song so much that I accidentally made my Augusto's cheek bleed.
Oh no! I'm so sorry for that poor kid. But I'm sorry for that trauma, but I'm glad it was fun. Overall though, and that is good. And there's always a little bit of blood in every theatrical production, but thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. Crap. Oh yeah, I was asking you guys, which is more whimsical? Dead kids or dead adults? Because I do feel like dead kids could be whimsical because it's kids, and anything kids do is automatically going to be a little bit more whimsical. But dead adults could also be like it's kids kind of. It's like, stick it to the adults. Let's kill all the adults. Kids rule. Adults drool. Yeah, hop on my skateboard type of a thing. So which is more whimsical? If kids die in Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, or if adults die in Tangaroa's Chocolate Mansion? I need to know. Which is why I'm beginning to wonder if there was some sort of connection between him and Mr. Frost. A detective? I need to ask Mr. Gusto a few more questions. His story still doesn't quite add up for me.
Me neither.
We need to figure out how to get in touch with him. Okay. Is question mark. I was gonna say could be Judy back with the T. It could be Manfred von Karma coming in and it's like, I'm not gonna let you. I'm gonna assume it's Manfred, because Judy just barely left. They wouldn't have sent her away for like such a short time. Oh, do you now? Do you now? Need to, that's right! Manfred! I love that his theme still sounds so retro. His theme, I mentioned before, it sounds to me like a Metroid game. It's like when Samus starts out. Good luck with that, because I have no intention of allowing it. Mr. Von Karma, I am already in the midst of my own investigation into Gusto. So there is no reason for the likes of you to pester him with the same questions again. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I will, however, be happy to answer any questions you might have. Okay. He's obviously gonna lie, but I mean, at least he's pretending to be helpful. He seems dead set on preventing me from talking to Mr. Gusto, in which case, fine, then allow me to take you up on your offer. Very well. What is it? What did you want to know then? I said I would answer your question, so you should follow up immediately with the question. The silence seems even more awkward when there is no background music playing. I'd like you to tell me about the connection between Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost. There's not a question, it's a statement that is saying what you would like. You said you would like to hear that. You should ask me what is the connection. Questions end with a question mark, not the sentence mark, which is what a period should be called. Because you got question marks, exclamation marks, and the period should be a statement mark.
Gusto and Frost connection.
Okay, so we're doing a cross-examination. The connection between Gusto and Frost. It was simply a matter of coincidence. They both happened to be taking part in the same contest. Oh, that's it. That's all. That's all. Okay. Not our shortest testimony. I'm pretty sure we had at least one that was just nothing but silence and whale noises. And that's all. Hence, that's all I have to say to you. Oh, what? But that doesn't help us at all. We'll have to confront him with evidence if we want to draw the truth out of him. And it's imperative that we do. He's clearly hiding something.
Rebuttal, Gusto and Frost connection.
Well, you guys know the drill. We always save and then press every statement, which is apparently going to be very quick because he only has 2 statements. This is going to be a very fast round of pressing. Let's see, I should read more than the chat. Nora says, to Wendy was going to say we should see Miku movie together, but then I remembered I don't know where you live, and it's probably not anywhere near me. It's not. It's very far away. What he said to Nora, are you in the north or the south? Nora says Minnesota. What he says, oh yeah, that's very far. Vera said, is this another Godot situation or not? Never mind. Oak said, my favorite artist may be dropping an album tonight, but I low-key hope it doesn't because it would drop at midnight and I don't want to miss Longa stream. I mean, this is why the world invented other tabs in the browser, right? Nora says, 20, you should come here anyway. When he said to Magpie, yeah, it was cool. I'm assuming they weren't making enough money to keep it open because there was never that many people there whenever I went, but it was fun whenever I went. Oak says, ice doesn't always melt if you ask it nicely. Vera says, Starscream mentioned. And Oak said, also, I think I finally fixed my audio on Nora's stream. It isn't so distorted now. Nice. Ray said, the victim's blood is mysterious and important. Quickie said, do you want potato? I think I'm still doing good now. Wait, was I stuck earlier? Maybe I was. I can't remember. Oak said, the colors for all the sound alerts are different now because of April Fools. Wait, the colors changed? I deactivated them. I thought I left the colors the same. I'm so sorry. Quicken said, Logan, please stop talking. I want to get chips, but you're ranting about things that I don't know if I should clip or not. What should you have? I don't know. Quicken said, thank you. Road Raisin says, hello, I made it. Said, no way. It's Palomia Mall. Oh, yeah, I think someone mentioned that on Discord. I forgot to comment on it. It kind of does look like it. Except, where's President Tanaka? I miss him. Oh, hang on. There's a clip here. This is... Hang on, this is a clip by Oak, and it says Logan's Theory. Is this a spoiler clip? Is this a clip I'm allowed to see, or is this like what my theory is? And, oh, this is from an hour ago. Clip by Oak. Okay, so let's see what this is. Let me load this up on the clip viewer. I mean, I guess an hour ago that's when it was clipped. That's not when the footage was. So let's watch this. Looks and goes, oh my goodness. There's all this blood here. I need to dispose of this evidence. I could throw it in the river. Oh, but no. I won't throw it in the river because then people will be able to find the blood. So here's what I'll do. I'll break up the chunks of the chocolate where there is no blood. I'll toss that in the river. Oh, crap. Is this the one that ended with eating a baby? And kind of dunk it in the water so its blood gets in there. And this other chocolate, I'm gonna eat it and get an STD. Oh, thank goodness. It ended with the STD instead of eating a baby. That is much more wholesome. So thank you very much for the clip, Oak. I appreciate that. Oh, and over on YouTube, Opinion says, are the kids corpses or undead? The former is less, the latter is more. I think they're just corpses rather than undead, so that is less whimsical. Said, just like dead children is awful, vampire kids are cool. That is an excellent point. I did enjoy, I know somebody on Discord mentioned that you watched it as well. I don't remember who it was. The Monkey Joe cartoon, Kid Vampire. It was really fun. It kind of went off the rails toward the end, but it was a lot of fun. Oak said, Road Raisin, that's what I said. Nora said, okay, I'm back, had to vanish. When he said, Persona mention, Raisin with a highlighted messaging. Also, what is your opinion on Persona 6? Any ideas? Well, we know the color is gonna be green, right? Oh, da-ba-ba-ba.
Wait, IT ended in eating a baby? I was too focused on the STD part that I zoned out. What?
I think it was that. Thank you for the 10 bits. I think it was that section. I just remember, I don't know. I don't pay attention to what I do. I just remember that Tyrell Bad ate a baby at some point in the stream tonight. I mean, that's what happens sometimes when you're a detective. I don't remember why. I think he thought it was chocolate. Oh, no, yeah, that was later. That was later when we looked at the fountain and he's like, oh, it looks realistic. It looks like a real baby, but clearly it's chocolate. That's what it was. It wasn't there. I'm sorry. That was a different thing. But he did eat a baby tonight. I'm sorry. It's not me. I'm not endorsing it. I'm just saying he is an imperfect man who has made mistakes. And eating a baby is one of them. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I do appreciate it. All right, let's press these statements. The connection between Gusto and Frost. That's one of my favorite things about doing a German accent. A really bad one is doing the kind of thing. Yes, there must have been a connection of some kind. And if you would cease your baseless interruptions, I would happily tell you what it is. If this were a courtroom, I would have you removed for contempt. But isn't that solely the judge's purview?
Yeah, Judge Von Karma would probably have dancing to his tune.
What? Oh, even judges are scared of him?
It won't be an easy trial, that's for sure. Well, since it won't be easy, I'll make sure that I rest up well enough. I will not take the stairs anywhere. Nothing but elevators from now on for me. Please, Mr. Von Karma, continue. Okay, so this is obvious when we present the evidence of there's some connection between the two of them. Let's press on this anyway before we look up what it is, but there's gonna be some evidence that shows the connection. I'm guessing it's gonna be the cakes that they tasted identical or something like that, right? It was simply a matter of coincidence. They both happened to be taking part in the same contest.
Hold it.
Granted, it may have simply been a coincidence that they both enter the same competition, but that doesn't rule out a connection of some other kind between the two of them. Perhaps they were lovers. I hear that's what people really enjoy about these games, the homosexuality.
Objection!
I'm objecting to you being incorrect, not to the homosexuality. Manfred von Karma is many things. One of them is an ally. I do hate to repeat myself, but if you do not have any pertinent evidence, then kindly keep your mouth shut. Guess I'll just do as he says for now. At least until I find the evidence that proves Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost's connection. Still, the look in your eyes speaks volumes. Well, go on then. What are you trying to say? Make up your mind, will you? Should I keep my mouth shut or not? Tell me, Mr. Von Karma, in this game with so many gay people, do you want my mouth open? Do you want it shut? Tell me what to do with my mouth. It seems, Mr. Von Karma, I should do less gay jokes. I'm sorry, you guys. Less just sex jokes in general. We should keep this innocent and sweet and pure. It seems Mr. Von Karma is keen to keeping us away from the truth. Which means the truth must be inconvenient to him somehow, right? Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost had something in common. I just need to present the thing that they shared to Mr. Von Karma. Yay for spoon feeding. Okay, so let's save just in case I'm wrong. But I mean, it's gonna be the fact that their prototypes or whatever, their designs tasted identical, right? Let me read a couple more comments to the chat though. Oh yeah, Road Racer was asking an opinion on Persona 6. I mean, I'm excited for it. I would rather see Persona 6 than a remake of Persona 4 Golden. Because bad dungeon design notwithstanding, I am satisfied with Persona 4 Golden. I also worry about changing the voice cast, especially right now, like if they're working on it now, because there is that video game voice actor strike that's going on, which I guess is already having an effect on certain things. Who here? I know Queen Katie plays like a lot of Hoyoverse games. Those like the gacha waifu games, right? I heard that they've been having to like recast some of the people with non-union actors or actors from like overseas and things like that because the union, the SAG actors in here domestically can't do it because of the strike anymore. Is that correct? Something like that? Nora says, okay, does anyone get friend crushes? Basically, it's, I guess, similar to having a crush on someone, but you don't want to date them. You want to be friends with them. Yes, I have that all the time where it's like, man, this person's so cool. I want to be friends with this person. The worst thing is though that sometimes I then get to be friends with that person and the crush aspect doesn't go away. I still feel like, oh, I really want to be friends with this person. I have to remind myself, I am friends with this person. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, no. Thank you for the Tomcat. I guess that means I should shut up and start playing the game. But I just have the thing where, like, in the back of my head, I'm like, no, the person isn't really your friend. This person's too cool to be your friend. And I'm like, but So yes, I do have that. But yes, I will get back to it, Crystal. Thank you for the Tomcat. Let me just got more comments. Oak says to Nora, so, like, wanted to be friends with someone? Nora said yes. When he said Gregory is kind of a silly Billy low-key. Vera said, I am excited. Lizard says, show me your badge. We did show it to Judy earlier. How you doing, Lizard? Nora said, anyways, I'm friends with one of those people now, and she's chill. She's a cool, more popular person. I asked her to go over my script for one of my classes, which was about the process of making music, me and Oak's song. And she immediately said she wanted to hear the song. Like, she really wanted to hear it. So I had to breathe for a second. So I sent it to her finally, and she loved it. I'm like, how do I talk to her tomorrow? Because this is so different from how she acts IRL. You have a friend, Nora. Nora said, baddy bound. Not in the past. Well, no, that's right, because she's like the same age as you. But she's a kiddo like you. And one more comment. Quick Ada said, please pin. Imagine one of them was somehow something for incuritis from AJ Law. We'll never know. You never know. Well, the thing is, was it Borginia? Yeah, the Borginian cocoon. Wasn't that it? Like, they have a cure for it. And we're just like, no, people are dying. And that's fine, apparently. Okay, let's play some more here. So we got to present something.
Wait, did we save? Let me just save right before we do this, in case I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be, like I said, the fact that the two prototype design cakes tasted the same. So that's what we're gonna present. We're gonna present, there we go. Frost and Gusto's creations had different designs, but tasted the same. And it makes sense, they're very similar color. Like even the rose looks the same, and the berries and everything, just one's a unicorn and one's a phoenix. So let's present that.
Objection!
Objection! I wonder if you could look at the two confections in the foreground for me, Mr. Von Karma. They were made for the contest semi-finals. Both are quite exquisitely crafted, wouldn't you agree? Hef! Get to the point! You should know I do not like things that taste good. I eat the sauerkraut, and that is all. As the nameplate suggests, these were Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost's entries. Mr. Gusto told us that the confectionery design was far from his strong suit. And yet, his work in the picture is just as good as Mr. Frost's. Exactly as good, in fact. We learned from another witness that their two entries also tasted exactly the same.
Objection!
What are you suggesting? We're suggesting that Frost made Gusto's thing for him. Oh, straighten my tie. I'm suggesting that they were helping one another out. Oh. And that makes sense. So Frost was helping Gusto with the designs. Gusto was helping Frost with the flavoring, the confection stuff. Let's take a closer look, shall we? While at first glance, the two may appear to be superficially different. Hang on, I'm gonna save because I feel like the game's gonna make me click on something and I'm gonna lose hit points if I'm wrong. Save. There we go. While at first glance, the two may appear to be superficially different, it soon becomes apparent that there are significant similarities in how they were put together. They are made of the same ingredients, taste the same, and share a similar design aesthetic. This picture is proof positive that the two were working together, or one was cheating off the other. That's also possible. Let me read some more in the chat because I'm still so far behind. Let's see. Wendy says, I'm in the final stretch of this case. This case is so long. I do feel like a couple of parts went quick, but it's also like two cases running at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but to us, they're at the same time. So it makes sense. Queen Katie said 9 guide pages at that. What page are we on right now? Anyway, Queen Katie, we like 5 or 6 or something like that. Clam says, I liked it. Oh, for the VTuber stream. Nora said, can't be found. Devil's Whirlpool. Oak said, oh, there we go. There's the names. Clam said, I especially like playing the old handheld. I still have it over here behind me. Nora said, oh, okay. Oak said, I don't know if Vero was here. Vero said, I'm here. Oak said, oh, Vero. I did a poll redeem. Vero said, oh, bet. Also, this is a reach, but Logan, do you have a D16 toy? Because if you do, I'll ask you to pose him for me. I'm struggling with his joints. Unfortunately, I don't. I'm sorry, Vero. I actually don't have any of the toys from Transformers 1. I've had to like significantly cut back on the amount of toys that I purchased just because like money issues. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Vero. I said, let me do the poll. Magpie says, Cloud Killer X was Feeny. Yes. Queen Gator said yes. Reference to the medicine that Phoenix almost got taken out by. What he said, imagine Tangaroa is the equivalent of Smith in the Ace Attorney universe. It's just a very common last name. Everybody we have never met, like from now on, like everybody we meet is just like, oh, yeah, another Tangaroa. When he said, oh man, to replay all of Ace Attorney for the first time again. Nora said, quote, I usually get 6 once a year. Logan, it's April, and I've had 3 illnesses this year. When you say this year, you mean like this calendar year since January? That's too many. You gotta take better care of yourself. For me, it's usually in the winter time. And I think it's because like a lot of people are sick and I just get exposed to it and I guess I have a poor immune system or something. When they say, dude, the pollen this spring is ridiculous. My windshield is practically yellow every few hours. I had that like a year or 2 ago. This year, not too bad though, luckily for me. Quigeta said, I assume this was an idiots never get cold joke for Eddie. Oh, is that a thing in Japan that like idiots don't get sick? Okay, let's play a little bit more. Let me have a sip of water first though, but I hope I'm slowly getting closer to catching up to chat. This picture is proof positive that the two of them were working together. Hemph! If you figured that much out, I suppose there's little point in denying it. Dude, you just admitted you're a liar. We can't trust you anymore. Just let us talk to Gusto.
Oh? Mr. Von Karma knew all along they were cooperating. But I'll warn you, none of what you're about to hear will be to your advantage.
Oh, maybe it's stuff he was planning holding on to bust out as a surprise in court. Oh, another one!
Gusto and Frost's real connection.
Let me confirm what you seem so desperate to prove. Gusto and Frost were indeed working together. Gusto spelled out the details of his relationship to Frost during his questioning last night. It seems they were helping one another right up until the day before the final.
So maybe Frost was trying to get it for a particular pharmaceutical company, the book. And maybe Gusto was like, oh yeah, I'll totally help you with that. But he secretly had like another person or party that wanted to get it. Maybe in Zhangfa, because he did study over there after this case. The IS-7 incident. And so maybe he killed Frost to betray him to make sure that he was the one that would get the... Except why would you do that? Why would you wait till after the contest? Because that just like muddies the whole situation, makes it more difficult to get the book. Yeah, why? I don't get it. Oh, and that's all. Again, very short.
So, you knew that the two were cooperating. Mr. Von Karma, why are you trying to bury the truth? Ha! Please, enough with the petty slander. I merely wanted to avoid you poking your nose around before I could provide proper context in court. It simply slipped my mind to explain that to you. Is it still believable when I smile like this? It doesn't explain why he's being so slippery with the facts, though. I need to figure out what he's hiding. I can't let things end like this.
Rebuttal goes to a Frost real connection. Wow, we're getting through so many of these cross-examinations. And this one's, again, only 3. I do like the music here. The guitar going. Let's save again, and then we'll press everything. I'm read a couple more comments, though, because I got to get caught up. I'm sure I'm way behind. Vera says, huh. Nora said, she's not evil. Vera said, not all of them are evil when he said Vera the goat. Raisin says, for real. Is that a Ryuji reference? Oh, does Ryuji never get sick either? Because he's an idiot? I mean, he's a lovable idiot, but he is an idiot. Oak says to Vera, yeah, only one. Nora said, Joy is not evil. She wants to help people. Oak said, she's a cop. Vera said, wait, no slow mode. Oak said, police brutality is evil if you ask me. Nora said she gave Clara a place to live and buys her groceries and other necessities. Vera said, no longer the goat. Nora says, boo, ah! Raisin says, also, how far is Logan in the chat? Well, since that's a 30-second slow mode, I'm guessing at least a half hour behind, probably more. Vera said, no, I give him a place to live. It's my gaggle of women. Vera said, I assume a good 20 minutes. Oh, Wendy with the timestamp. 13:30. Not 20 minutes. 45 minutes. It may have been 20 minutes. I was behind 45 minutes ago, but I'm very far behind. Oak said to Nora, if someone was a mass murderer, would you forgive them if they were also a landlord and bought groceries? Nora said, this is before they joined the gaggle. Raisin says, holy cow. Nora said, I do like Mary. She's so sweet. Oak says, if they were born into the gaggle, Vero is slightly morally corrupt. Raisin says, chat rate this emote. I think that's cute. That's like a little rolling Bulbasaur. It's adorable. Quicken said, mood, Logan, mood about the voice thing. Raisin says, also, I have to leave now. Goodbye, Logan and chat. Thank you so much for being a Raisin. Sorry that I probably didn't get to your comments until after you already left, but you're awesome. Nora said, she hasn't murdered anyone at all. All she's done is pepper sprayed people because her precinct told her they were violent. Magpie says, there was a kid I knew at the school where I worked who could put on a perfect advertiser voice, and another kid who I was compelled to inform should work at Disneyland because they had the vibes and energy of someone who would work on, like, the safari boat ride. I actually, okay, as for those who were here when we first met Beowulf, you may recall that we talked about an amusement park that is here in Utah called Lagoon. And they have kind of a water area, and there's a ride called Rattlesnake Rapids, which is one of those, like, it's like a log flume, but you're in like a round raft instead of a log thing. And it had, you know, big splash in water and all that fun stuff. And a friend of mine, a mutual friend of both me and Clem, is the voice of the Rattlesnake Rapids announcer, which is, I think he sounds kind of like Judgy a little bit, but he's like, who? I can't do it right now. My voice is getting scratchy. But he does the voice like the, whoo, wow. Rattlesnake Rapids type of a thing, you know? Magpie said, or read that when he said, chicken jockey is Loki my new vocal stim. It's so fun to say. What's the other one everybody's always doing? Is the Flint and Steel one? Nora said, my current vocal stim is, thank you for being the victim of my shallow emotions. Crystal ain't here, but Queen Katie frowning, Nora heart. Beowulf says, oh, Beowulf just mentioned you, says, hello, lonely man, how you doing, Beowulf? Nora said, someone called me artistic once. Beowulf said, just finished a book, so that's fun. Is it the new one that you just got like a week ago? Nora said, Beowulf says, hello, Nora. Quickita said, the twist that Delicia equals pharmacist equals she came in to make sure the book stays in real pharmacist hands, lol. And yeah, she almost failed, lol. She's so bad at sweets. Oak said, I apologize for rambling. It's just one of my only movies I've seen that is bad, but not comedically bad, which is weird. Oak says, I've been editing clips for Nora's YouTube shorts similar to Longa, and I just found out a Premiere shortcut that saves so much time for me. I just always I do a lot of copy paste. I've tried to create templates in Premiere, and whenever I've tried to, it doesn't save them for some reason. Nora said, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm not old enough to see the Minecraft movie? You're what, 15? It's probably PG-16. There we go. Vera said, Logan is talented. Ah, well, you're awesome, Vera. You're cooler than me. Oak says, I don't think it would help Logan, sadly, but since there are usually 2 people in stream, I color code the text and figure out how to really quickly change the color text for one line before I had to change the hex code for each individual line of captions. Oh yeah, that sounds awful. What you're doing now is much better. Quickita said, Logan, I just saw that post on Tumblr the other day, the one with a really badly drawn dog. I mean, I know it's several years old, but it's a classic one. Vera said, a good example is the Greg voice in this game. Okay. I also enjoy the Godot voice. All right.
I am Steve Chicken Jockey, Flint and Steel, the Nether.
Oh, there we go. I thought it was going to keep listing all of that. I do think from now on, because of this movie, someone had posted this online. I think it's a good idea that Jack Black should only be allowed to be in movies from now on if all he does is just say what the things are in every scene. But thank you so much to the 50 bits, Oak! Ever the Beef Longa TTS. I'm surprised he didn't drag that out more. I feel like when it's shorter, he's a bit more unpredictable. But thank you so much. I appreciate this. Also, I got my text file over here, so I'm going to make a note of what Vera was saying, the Greg voice. I'm going to copy that down. Thank you very much, Vera. I appreciate that. What he said, your Edgeworth voice sticks out to me really well. And yeah, like Vera said, the Greg voice. I mean, they are very similar, so thank you. So apparently I can do British accent decently, so thank you. All right, let me have a sip of water, and then we're going to actually play some game. We're 2 hours into the stream. I don't know where the time flies, but we are making progress, I think. I should also check with the
I just realized earlier I sent a whole rant about a movie and it didn't send, so my message about sorry for rambling sounds insane.
Oh, thank you for the 10 bits. It's so scary that you're back to doing the booze again. I'm so scatterbrained with these that when I read that and you were saying sorry for rambling, it's just the only movie I saw that's bad, blah, 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 blah. Not that your stuff was blah, 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 but I'm saying like that comment, in my brain, I'm just going like, oh, it must have been from like the last time I was reading chat and I just forgot what it was. I can't let Oak know that I forgot. So it wasn't me being a scatterbrain. So thank you very much for the 10 bits. What movie was it you were talking about, if you don't mind me asking? Let me confirm what you seem so desperate to prove. Gusto and Frost were indeed working together. Hold it! So, you did know that there was a connection between the two. Why were you trying to hide it? Tisk, tisk, tisk. I don't just hand out information like candy, and certainly not to the defense. Here! Not like that lollipop nursing fool of a detective over there.
Hey! Oh, you do things your way and I'll do them mine. I like suckling hard candy.
Himph! Und you wonder why I refuse to share information with a traitor like you? I still hope we see the detective who was on the case before him. Maybe it's not anybody important, but I want it to be like an important thing. Gusto spelled out the details of his relationship to Frost during his questioning last night. Last night, after Mr. Frost's work melted, correct? Yes, I interviewed Gusto personally. Oh yeesh, a one-on-one with Mr. Von Karma. That must have been terrifying.
I imagine Mr. Gusto probably meditated his way through the meditated his way through the difficult parts. He most certainly did not every time he closed his eyes. It almost looked... Wait, how's the song go? When you close your eyes and it almost... Oh, crap, how's the song go? I can't do it in the German accent. It's the Bastille song, Pompeii. And when you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? Yeah, for some reason, the German accent, I couldn't do it. I tried to do a thing, but I failed. I brought him back with an almighty snap. No one dares plead the fifth with me. You do not have constitutional rights, Mr. Von Karma. You do not have the Constitution. You have the Von Karma-tution. Did that even work on him? And that is how I was able to perfectly learn every last detail of Gusto and Frost relationship. It seems they were helping each other right up until the day before the final. Okay, so that's got to be what we're going to present evidence for. We got to find some connection that they were helping after that. Because the cakes that we saw, that was just a semifinal. Let's press on this one, see if he adds any more information. But why were they cooperating? Gusto's sense of design is subpar, and Frost was an amateur confectioner at best. Neither of them stood a chance at making it through the contest alone. I love how every single entry except Tangerot was cheating. So, what was their end game? That's the one where Thanos comes back. I mean, he doesn't come back at the start. He's like a farmer or something. He makes the melons on an alien planet and then gets his head cut off. But then there's alternate timeline Thanos, and he comes back. Why cooperate only until the day before the finals? I guess either they had a falling out, or at that point, like, only one of them could win. They just wanted to defeat Delicia. Gusto claims to have ended the scheme. Allegedly, he wanted to win the finals on his own merits. His one and only goal was to be crowned the world's best confectioner. So that could added that he wanted to win on his own merits. Did we ever see his room? What his was? Because we saw the candy castle that wasn't really candy. That was scones. The ice sculptures were Artie Frost. Did we ever see what his was? And his pride would not allow him to do so with the help of another. Well, cheaters can only ever win hollow victories, I guess. I was under the impression that their collaboration had only lasted through the semifinals, but I'm starting to think it might have lasted up through the final itself. So we know that's the statement we pressed then. Mr. Von Karma, I'd like to ask you some more about how long they worked together, if you don't mind. If you must. Okay, so let's go to that. Wait, did we add another one? Gusto spelled out the details of relationship to the amateur confectioner. Yeah, that's a new statement, right? Yeah. Gusto's sense of design is subpar, and Frost was an amateur confectioner at best. Let's save just in case it's going to be one of those things where the pressing takes us automatically into evidence presenting. I gotta read some more in the chat. Magpie says, I didn't know Freakazoid got a DVD release. It did, like in 2 volumes for the 2 seasons. I only have one of them though, sadly. Nora said, how could this name be any longer or more pompous than it already is? Vera said, that was a good voice. I remember it fondly. And then Alert, thank you for Alert. Vera said, I'll be away for a while. No! Vera's probably drawn Megatron. Thank you for the Lurk, Vero. Wendy said, Nora says to Wendy, I'm so excited. Wendy with a highlighted message saying, yeah, I mostly stream the rhythm game bits, but yeah, there's a few different units in the game and they're all original characters with their own ongoing storyline with arcs and everything. I didn't know that like Vocaloids really had that much lore to them. I mean, other than like stuff hidden in their songs. Wendy said, yeah, I did not hear good things about the Tiny Toons reboot, which sucks. I mean, I only watched like 3 episodes of it, 3 or 4 episodes, but I just kept wanting it to get good, but it's so bad. And it's not even like the type of bad where it's like you could enjoy hate watching it or so dumb that you, it's just you watch it and it's like nobody working on this. They were either not good at what they did or, I mean, a couple of the voice actors were fine, I guess. I think they had Eric Bauza play Bugs Bunny and he's always solid.
but it was just, it was bad. It was just so, it makes you sad watching it, how bad it is. Let's see, Oak says, I think in terms of voices that are subtle and could actually voices in games, I would feel like the Blackwell voice, the Fulbright voice, Fender, Phoenix, if that counts, not subtle, but low-key Army. Let me write down these ones, so thank you. So that was, right over here, the Greg voice, Edgeworth voice from earlier. What else do we have here? Blackwell, Fulbright, Fender, Phoenix. Oh yeah, because you're just meeting Fulbright, aren't you, in the YouTube shorts? Oh, it's a roller coaster ride. And Army. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oak says, although my favorite voices include the more exaggerated ones are easily Beef Longa, Maya, Judgy, Yusuke, Fuka, and also Army. And Nora said Athena. That is my answer. Okay. Wait, why is someone doing the step on me Franziska von Karma with her daddy, with Daddy Karma? Okay, I gotta play some game here. Press on the statement. Hold it! Before you ask, I'm not objecting to your characterization of Mr. Gusto's design sense. We weren't objecting at all, you were holding it. You're just there, just holding it. You're just right in the middle of the room. Everybody's looking at you and you're holding it. Yeah, he admitted himself he isn't all that great. He made what he alleged to be a likeness of me. Can we see it? Please let us see it. Just thinking of the abomination he came out with turns my stomach. So it must have been accurate then.
Yeah, I kind of like the guy's work. Hey, look at this. Look at this. When I hold my lollipop like this, it looks like it's Gregory's eyeball. Looks like he's got candy eyes or something like that. The kind of thing you'd see on the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Oh, I like that show.
An artistically rich amateur and an artistically impoverished professional. In a way, it was inevitable that they would wind up working together. Okay, so I think that was an added statement, but that's not wrong. I guess, I don't know why they got added then, or maybe it... So it's gotta be this, the two cooperate until the day before the final, then decide to compete on their own merits. So let's save, and then we gotta find some piece of evidence that shows that. Either that or a piece of evidence that shows that one of them was good at two things for the previous statement. So we gotta present, let's see our evidence. Attorney's badge, we got the contest rules, piece of paper listing the rules for the contest. Judging proceed clockwise. Non-confectionery items may not be used. Contestant may not enter another contested room until judging has been completed. We already know that he broke that rule. The PH seal. A seal that was found near the body when it was discovered. What could the design signify? The crime scene notes. Notes about the crime scene. The police have taken custody of the body. Okay, let's see with the notes. The victim's body was found in Samson Tangaro's room inside a chocolate treasure chest. The lid was closed until the ship collapsed. A part of the treasure chest that was covered in blood is missing. Every other item in the room is also missing a piece of itself. The cause of death appears to have been blood loss following blunt force trauma. Nothing yet. Mr. Tangaroa's teapot, a polyhelic piece with Tangaroa's fingerprints on it. Okay. Frame finger marks. Someone left finger marks on the chocolate frame but didn't leave any prints. Mansion key, the one and only key that unlocks every door in the mansion. Tangaroa was in possession of it the entire time. Salt lamp found in Scone's room stained with the victim's blood. Okay, nothing so far. Luminous cloth. Special color-changing cloth belonging to Scone. She had the last roll of it along with the device that powers it. Fake confections. Ms. Scone's so-called creations were all fake plastic models covered in a thick layer of whipped cream. Instant camera, taking photos that develop instantly. A new film cartridge has 20 exposures, but there are only 3 remaining. Mr. Frost's room, the photos, one from Bound and one from Detective Bad. And this just shows the difference when they melted. And the cords, and that was to get Bound to say that she tripped over the cord earlier, which I still don't know if that's true or not. Ms. Scone's statement, Frost sculptures were scrumptious, except for the lyre, which was salty. So this is what it's going to be. This will show that that they were still working together. But do we present it here or do we present it to the previous statement? Let's check everything else first. Semifinals, Frost and Gusto's creations had different designs but the same taste. Ultimate cookbook, a book containing formulas for creating cure and taste disorders and other chemical and pharmaceutical items. Victim's blood found on the fountain, not the crime scene. Okay, because Gusto's sense of design is subpar and Frost was an amateur confectioner at best. So it's probably this. I mean, it also shows that they were still working together on the day of the final. But it's going to be this because if it was scrumptious, that means he was an amateur confectioner at best. Or that if, crap, which do we present it to? We present it to one of these two. I hope it'll let me present it to either thing. Let's save before we do this. Because Scrumptious should show either the evidence contradicts that he was an amateur, or, I mean, it really contradicts that they stopped working together. Let's try presenting it here, because this was a new statement. And usually when they add a statement, that's where you present to. But I did just save, and so it's going to be one of those two. Wait, so where is it? Here we go. Frost sculptures were scrumptious. Present.
Objection.
No, the music! That's an odd thing to say, considering how it contradicts with this. Von Karma is perfect in every way. There's no contradiction here. None. Do you think he also is perfect in, like, physical fitness ways? Do you think Von Karma lifts? Did you really think you could make so much as a dent in my logic with that? Okay, so let's try presenting that same piece of evidence, but to the other statement. So let's reload, because I'm a shameless save scummer who scums all his saves, yeah. I gotta read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Wendy says, for more jokey voices, I love the Kay Faraday voice, the Yusuke voice, and the iconic Maya voice. Maybe I should have two categories here, since Oak also mentioned joking ones. So I'll do that. So let's see. Kay, Yusuke, Maya, and the jokey. Okay. I think I've written down a bunch of these now, so thank you guys again. Oak said, also, as much as I hate to say it, the British orphan voice is funny sometimes. You know when those times are? It's whenever there's a kid of any kind. Oak said, Willy Wonka killed even more kids than Logan and Joy combined. Nora said, Joy hasn't killed anyone. Probably not yet, but will. Oak said, hey, you're the person who brought up killing here. I never said she killed anyone. I said Willy Wonka's killed more people than her. You're the one who brought up her killing people. Nora said, you know what you were implying. Quickity said, the Silence one was the DLC case. For Spirited Justice, which is also a Larry case, actually. I just got to the gossip and spoiler chat on my own accord for the first time, says Oak. Quickity said, yeah, you almost gave me a heart attack, lol. So are we gonna get to that spoiler? I guess that would probably maybe be like at the end of it or something. I don't know. Oak said, every other time someone else has instigated it. Okay, I see a clip. Let's play a bit more. Let's try and see if we can do this evidence, and I'll check the clip in a minute. So we'll present to this next statement that it was still scrumptious and therefore they were still cooperating. It's gotta be that, right? Well, there we go. So Scone's statement.
Objection.
Hey! Game, why didn't you be nice to me? I knew my logic. They weren't working together during the finals. I mean, this does contradict that statement. But it's like, why did they add the other one then? Just to throw me off? I find that a little hard to believe. Ms. Scone is on record as having described Mr. Frost's creations as scrumptious. That is not a word us British people throw around lightly. And while he was certainly skilled, I doubt even he could have become a world-class confectioner overnight. It seems far more likely to me that he and Mr. Gusto were still cooperating during the finals.
Objection.
How many times must I explain this to you? Assertions require proof. We just gave you proof. And Von Person's entirely subjective statement is not proof of anything. Well, I mean, we can ask Samson. He's an expert. And he said it was really good too, right? Okay, let me check out this clip. Wendy posted a clip into the chat. Once again, if there's anyone lurking who is new to this or doesn't know the deal, when someone posts a clip, we load it up into our clip viewer so we can watch it together. From 38 minutes ago, I'm slowly getting caught up. Yay! This clip from Wendy is titled, actually, I'd argue it's called a ... Crap! It's cut off. I can't see it, but let's find out together what it's called. I'd like you to tell me about the connection between Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost. There's not questions, it's a statement that is saying what you would like. You said you would like to hear that. You should ask me what is the connection. Questions end with a question mark, not as a sentence mark, which is what a period should be called. Because you got question marks, exclamation marks, and the period should be a statement mark. I feel very good. I feel like I discovered new terminology that we should have. So thank you very much, Wendy. I appreciate that clip. I assumed that it was going to be actually a statement mark or something like that. Oak said to Queen Katie, to be fair, I don't know anything about the game. I just wanted to alert you that Logan made a theory. I don't know if it was important or not. Queen Katie said fair. Nora said, Loganaka shippers are screaming. What he said, I have an early day tomorrow, so I'm gonna hit the hay. Good night, friends. It's so good to get to hang out here. See you guys soon. Good night, Wendy. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's always awesome having you here. Sleep well. Hope your day goes well tomorrow. You're awesome, Wendy. Nora said good night, Wendy. Oak said good night, Wendy. Nora said okay, Logan. Oh, hang on. And Oak with another clip. Let's watch this really quick since we were just in a clip watching mood, and then we will get back to the game. I promise. This clip from Oak from 32 minutes ago is titled, Logan Doesn't Make Enough Gay Jokes. It's probably me saying I'm sorry for making all the gay jokes, right? Lost connection.
Still, the look in your eyes speaks volumes. Well, go on then. What are you trying to say? Make up your mind, will you? Should I keep my mouth shut or not? Tell me, Mr. Von Karma, in this game with so many gay people, do you want my mouth open? Do you want it shut? Tell me what to do with my mouth.
Oh, and it cuts off before I said too many gay jokes and too many sex jokes. That's what I said. I regretted that. I don't like being too dirty, but thank you very much for the clip, Oak. And Magpie says, good for those union members. I do have mixed feelings about the Screen Actors Guild because they have insanely expensive dues and initiation fees and very prohibitive rules that make it very difficult to break into the industry and things like that. I am what's called SAG eligible. So where I live, I can work on union projects and things like that. If I ever decided to join SAG, I'd probably go what's called Financial Corps, or FICOR for short. But yeah, like good for the solidarity. But I feel bad that they had to get recast. Okay, let's play a little bit more of the game now. Assertions require proof, and one person's entirely subjective statement is not proof of anything. Besides, even amateurs can occasionally make delicious food. Perhaps Frost was simply lucky. My wife, for example. That's right, we are getting a confirmation. Ma'am Fred Von Karma exists. I mean, I guess Franziska has to have a mom somewhere. Is an amateur whose cooking puts first-class chefs to shame. Aww. The evil murder man loves his wife. How is that not an entirely subjective statement? Furthermore, you are ignoring another crucial part of the pharmacist's testimony. Namely, that she also described some of Frost's work as having been unbearably salty. So maybe Gusto went in there and put salt on it to sabotage it. Maybe he went to all the rooms to sabotage them. In other words, your evidence actually shows that Frost failed to produce the perfect confectionery. That's right, I can have the background with the speedy lines too. Oh, I'm going so fast. I'm traveling so... Wait, I'm not. Oh, why is the room spinning? Oh, I'm lightheaded. Oh, I am not feeling well. Okay, I know I'm the bad guy, but let's be serious here. I think I need to go to a hospital. Oh! Tisk, tisk, tisk. No more objections, I take it. There must be some way I can prove that Gusto and Frost were still collaborating. Mr. E, I hate to break it to you, but when the flashback's over, you kinda lost. There's something that's been on my mind. Boobies. I'm sorry, I'm an 18-year-old man. Yes, what is it, Eddie? Mr. Frost's entry for the finals, wouldn't it have taken a while to make? I would imagine so. Oh, so maybe they did break up before the finals, but Gusto helped him much earlier on? Making flavored water, freezing it all, and then carving 2 whole sculptures? Could he really have done all that and helped Mr. Gusto with his work? Oh, are you saying Judy Bound helped Mr. Gusto? Or maybe she helped all 3 of them, I don't know. If it was me, I'd have barely gotten as far as the setting the flavored water to freeze, gotten as far as the setting the flavored water up to freeze part. I just can't see how Mr. Frost could have pulled it off. So yeah, maybe they were all working for a pharmaceutical company and then Judy Bound was helping everybody? And then they all turned on each other and betrayed with murder? Perhaps there's some lawyerly instinct in you after all, Eddie. That's right, the way I'm saying this shows that up until this moment, I had no faith in you. I thought you were just awful at your job. You're pondering certain... I'm pointing to another possibility. Oh crap, that was Gregory who was saying that. Your ponderings point to another possibility. I thought it was Fender. I'm sorry, I mixed up their voice lines. Eddie's right. Mr. Frost would have needed to freeze his own large blocks of flavored ice to create his art. And there wouldn't have been time to do that during the contest itself. So, oh crap! Can I save? Crap! Oh, I can save here. So, what must Mr. Frost have done in order to finish his flavored ice within the entry time? It's gonna be one of those gonna say like freeze it beforehand or do the thing beforehand. I don't know. If there's a funny answer though, because we're saving, we'll be able to press that. Make the ice the day before the final. Make the ice the day of the final. Make it out of something else. It's not ice. Let's do that as a joke. Maybe it wasn't made out of flavored ice at all. Maybe Miss Cone simply has such strong teeth that she was able to crunch through whatever it was. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Tangaro ate it too. He would have needed time to freeze the ice. Yes. Okay, let's load it back up then. I thought it'd be sillier than that. I wanted the silly crap. Let's see, I should read some more in the chat though. Oak said, Logan, you need to make more gay jokes and sex jokes. Queen Kitty said, yeah, Genshin is very affected by the strike stuff. Thankfully, I'm using the Japanese VAs who aren't going through this, but yes, things happen. An English VA who's on strike was replaced by somebody else. Oh, I want to like stand in solidarity with them and everything like that, but I always hate it when like voice actors get recast. There are rare times when I do feel like it's an upgrade, but usually not. Nora said, oh, I didn't even think about it. Now I'm worried even more. Nora said, Crystal. Crystal says to Queen Kitty, the fact the other VAs were trying to cancel him for replacing the other VA is crazy. Nora said, exactly, Batty Bound, just a kid like me now. It's even more perfect. Oak said, bro, she's 16 to Nora. Nora said, close enough to my age. Oak said, she's still too old for you. Nora said, no, she's not. Oak said, also, this takes place 18 years ago. She's like 34 now. Oak, how do you know that right now isn't 18 years ago? 18 years from now is 18 years ago. That's how time works. Quick said, we are page 6. Please, Pan, I'm answering Logan's question. Okay, so we got 3 more pages after this. So we're a third of the way through this case from the sound of it. Nora said she's still Batty Bound. Oak said Nora may be Vero into MILFs. Nora said she's not a mother. Oak said there's a lot of MILFs that aren't mothers. Well, no, that's what the M stands for. Nora said, yes, I've gotten sick 3 times since January. Contradiction in the testimony. Oak said, One Piece chapter scans didn't end up being released today. Oh, sad. And there's a timestamp thing, Oak, for the 2-hour timestamp. So I'm only about 28 minutes behind. I'm doing better. Oh, hey, over on YouTube, Opinion has some stuff to say. I feel like I keep asking this and then forgetting, do you take hints? I like if I ask for the hints, like usually I'll eventually give up and say I need the hint. I prefer not to get hints until I ask, if that's okay. Said Woman Fred mentioned, said, you ever think about the fact that Von Karma has a granddaughter? Does Franziska have a kid? Every day I wonder about the secret second Von Karma kid and their kid. What's going on in their lives? Did they know Edgeworth? Wait, he has a kid besides Franziska and Edgeworth? And that kid has a kid? Is this like a fan theory or something? I don't know. What? Oh, okay. Unless, are we talking about Kay? Because like Edgeworth kind of adopted her? Huh? I am so confused right now. Let's play a little bit more. Okay, he made the ice the day before the final. He must have made the flavored ice the day before. Then all he would have had to do was sculpt it. What are you muttering about now? Hey! Tony's Game Lounge raid with a party of 3! Is Vero and or Crystal still here to be able to do a quick shout out for Tony's Game Lounge? How was your stream? I did read your DM. I saw it. I've been meaning to get back to you. I need to check scheduling stuff because it's very far in advance. But Tony, how are you? What were you playing? I'll introduce myself really quickly if there's any new people with the raid before I resort to typing out the shout out myself, because I know Veer was lurking, Crystal might be lurking as well, so I might have to do the moderator duties solo. I might have to descend to do that. But yes, Raiders, if there's anybody new, my name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this game, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, and Metaphor Refantasio, a fun JRPG from the makers of Persona. I think our mods are away, so I'm going to do a quick shout out here for you. There we are. Type that in. And let's check out what shout-out clip while I have a quick sip of water. It's a good opportunity to refresh.
If anybody else wishes to duel, speak now, or I will jump back into ranked and suffer.
The timing of sounds.
the fucking timing on that, dude.
That person really wants to duel.
Oh, Mello jumping in.
I want to see someone. I want to see that person duel. Was that a person or was that an animal noise? I'm not quite sure. I gotta read some more in the chat though. But yes, Raiders, hi. The other thing I should let you know, I read every comment in chat. I am currently about 27 to 30 minutes behind right now, which actually for me isn't that bad. But hi. If you're a friend of Tony, then you're a friend of our community. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me read a few comments in the chat. Magpie said, I just found out about a $300 Lego set for Batman the Animated Series, and I have never been so tempted. I think I may have seen that. Like, so many of them look so good, but I just can't afford Legos. They're too expensive. Bill said, oh no, I finished Sunrise on the Reaping like a week or so ago. Wow, that was fast. Oak says, there's a movie called Vivarium that I hated because it's so bad and not funny bad. It's just boring. It's about a couple trying to buy a house and they get trapped in the neighborhood and forced to raise a weird demon baby and they go insane. That sounds like it should be a fun movie. Even if you make that boring, that's awful. Nora said, it did that to me when I went on the whole rant about Toriko from Other Side Picnic. And it was very upsetting. It was after we watched the beach scene and I was mad about the non-existent lines on her lower stomach. What does that mean? Non-existent lines on her lower stomach? And the fact that she wore her pants up to her hips and not her waist. There was another thing too, but I forgot. Oh, so you're sad that you didn't get to see attractive lady belly, lady tummy, lady tum-tums. Oak said, but the same thing for like an hour and a half, and there was almost no developments of anything interesting. Could have been a decent short film, except they made it 10 times longer than it should have been. Okay, I gotta tell you something then, Oak. When I was in high school, I went through a Jim Carrey phase, watching Jim Carrey movies, and I was looking for like old Jim Carrey movies, and I stumbled upon a movie that I thought, oh, I had never heard of, because you watch all the classics, Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Batman Forever, all the Jim Carrey classic, Truman Show, we talked earlier, I love Truman Show. And I stumbled upon this movie called High Strung, starring Steve Odenkirk. Not to be confused with Bob Odenkirk, who's like, Better Call Saul, Mr. Show with Bob and David. It's not that. It's Steve Odenkirk. He's most famous for two things. He did a series called Thumb Wars, which is a parody of Star Wars where people had faces on their thumbs, and the movie Kung Pao Enter the Fist, which is where they took this kung fu movie and like redubbed it very silly. So he made this movie called High Strung, and on the picture of like the poster of the movie, it has a picture of him standing there and Jim Carrey's leaning over his shoulder, and there's a blurb right there that says like, Jim Carrey is even funnier than he was in like whatever, some other movie of his. And like, well, I gotta see this. So I watched the movie. The movie is an hour and a half of Steve Odenkirk monologuing stand-up comedy stuff. Occasionally, a random other actor will show up, like knock on his door because it's just his apartment. An hour and a half of him talking about how much he hates life and he wishes he would die. He just rants every now and then, goes, oh, I wish I was dead. And then whenever that happens, you see this weird flash of Jim Carrey's face, like look at the camera and go, ew, and then that's it. And then the end of the movie, Jim Carrey shows up as the Grim Reaper to say, oh, you wish you were dead too many times. Contract says you're only allowed, or the rules say you can only wish you were dead 18,000 times. Then you die. I'm the Grim Reaper, hi. And then, he just rants so much that Jim Carrey gets annoyed and leaves. And that's it. That's all he did. This movie had to have been made like before Jim Carrey was like famous, and they were just trying to capitalize on it. It was so disappointing. Some of the stuff was funny, but it was just a disappointment. Anyway, I should stop talking about that and I should actually play the game. And I'll get caught up eventually. By the way, we are over 2.5 hours into stream. So that means now is a good time to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions. I think Crystal may have had to step away. She may have had to go to a class or a lecture or something like that. But if anybody wants to keep an eye out for raid suggestions... Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized something, that's all. I realized that you're correct. What, Mr. E?
I hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, so what he's going to say is they did stop working together before the finals because he would have had to get the ice ready and flavored before then. That's would have given them the flavor. So maybe Frost. Oh, That's probably what happened. I bet Frost betrayed Gusto because they're planning on working together all the way through the end. And then he's like, hey, Gusto, I'm going to be doing flavored ice sculptures. Can you help me? Because I got to work on this really far in advance. Can you help me flavor it? It's like, okay, flavor it and freezes and everything like that. And then they're getting ready. And, it's like, and then Gusto, like the day before, it's like, okay, so now the finals tomorrow. I need some help with the design stuff. And he's like, yeah, I'm not helping you. You already helped me days ago with the flavored ice. Screw you. Stick up my nose at you. Bye. And then Gusto's like, ooh, that guy. Oh, murdering time. Oh, accepting defeat at last, Avi. The only thing I'm accepting is that perhaps one of the things you said was true. They were helping one another right up until the day before the final. Just as you said, the day before the final really did mark the end of their collaboration. Ah, crap. Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavored ice. Ice which would have needed at least a day to freeze, and whose flavors would therefore have already been prepared by Mr. Gusto. Ah! Hemp. Yes, which lines up perfectly with what Gusto told me, that he helped Frost until the day before the final. In that case, why did Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return?
Objection.
I can hardly be expected to read the minds of the dead.
Objection.
Objection. Perhaps not, but I imagine Mr. Gusto could tell us, so why don't you let us speak with him? Also, I want to make sure you see my entire arm, so I'm going to step farther back this way and hide myself partially obscured by Logan's camera. Let me read some more comments in the chat, because I do still need to catch up. Oak says, almighty snap, Von Karma knows Megadolion. Nora said, I'm feeling bitey bites, Logan. Ow! Oak said, don't step on me, man, Fred. Nora said, Logan, add Athena to the list. For some reason, you're really good at doing the voice of a teenage girl. She's 19, but still has the word teen in it. So whatever, yeah, that's still it. I did write that down with that, so thank you, Nora. Oak said, I wonder how No Gal is doing. Probably scheming in the shadows, in the dark. Vex! How you doing, Vex? Says, feeling like crap, but I'm here. Depot shot tomorrow. Longa Ace Attorney to help ignore my stupid cramps. I'm sorry that you got the pains there, Vex, but so good to see you. I hope we'll be able to take your mind off of things. Other than that, how are you doing? Nora said, oh, did I not mention? He's staying in my basement right now. I've been showing him the art you guys have done of him. Quickita said, don't worry, Logan. I was dying at this part too. I had the right evidence, but wrong statement. Oh, maybe I gotta be close because that was just a little while ago. Oak said, I painted dark mode Logan, but I still need to do No Gal. Quickita said, oh, sure, Logan. Let's ask the suspect what he thinks about all of this. Well, I mean, we might trip him up. Or maybe he'll have a breakdown and confess. That's how most cases go. Nora said, Oak, Nokotan is a nominee for Best Comedy Anime Crunchyroll Awards. Oak says, yay. Nora said, and Slice of Life. Magpie says, I may have to buy a $300 Lego kit. It's Batman the Animated Series, and it's a display piece with over 4,000 pieces. I need it. Yeah, every now and then I'll see a Lego set that I'll be like, maybe I need this. Then I see the price. I'm like, I no longer need this. Oak with the timestamp, 2:22:22. Look at that, like 15 minutes behind. So that means we can probably adjust slow mode here a little bit to 20 seconds instead of 30, right? Does that make it a little bit better? A little bit better? Oak says to Nora, does Crunchyroll not realize that Nokotan is a show about a girl with deer antlers using them as a virgin detector that is not a slice of life, bro? I mean, if she uses it for slice of life purposes, I think it could be. And also how appropriate that this was a stream we found out that, because earlier in the stream we learned about deer antlers. Nora said, I have no idea. Beck says, call the Vondulance Con Marva is having a strunk. Nora said, boo, I have to go record a podcast for class. No! Oak said to Nora, yes, and you must send it to me so I can mix it. And Nora said, I don't wanna. Well, I hope it goes well, Nora. Are you gonna be lurking? Hopefully you can lurk. Okay, let's play a little bit more. We still got a ways to go. Oh, let me glance over YouTube. Opinion says he mentions his granddaughter has a dog. Oh, he mentions his granddaughter has a dog named Phoenix in 1/4. Oh, so that's why I don't remember, because it was so long ago. And it can't be Fran's kid, because she's 17, I think, in Justice for All. Maybe she adopted a kid? I don't know. Says, this haunts me. Why does Fran never talk about her other siblings? I know it's just the creators forgot or didn't care about a throwaway line, but I remember. I care. Here's the question. Do you think that line was in the original Japanese version? Or do you think that that was something the localizers added for the English version? But thank you for clarifying that opinion. I do appreciate that. Perhaps not, but I imagine Mr. Gusto could tell us, so why don't you let us speak with him? Or do you still insist your interrogation was as thorough as you claim? How dare you call my methods into question? That's not my intention. I just don't understand why you would obstruct a perfectly valid line of inquiry. Give me one good reason as to why you're keeping Mr. Gusto from me. One good reason? Certainly. I don't want you to. Then how and why of Frost and Gusto's collaboration have absolutely no bearing on this case?
Objection.
Then you shouldn't mind if I ask about it, because it's not going to help me any. How can you possibly say that with any certainty? If their relationship had broken down for some reason, that could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
Objection.
Could it indeed? Then why did Gusto himself tell me all about it? Why did the man you seem so keen on spinning again, keen on accusing, share the details of his collaboration with the prosecution? Oh, please tell me you have some proof to back up your preposterous suspicions this time. Crap is gonna ask me for proof. We gotta save. This is asking me a lot of stuff that my hit points are on the line for. Oh, ... Mr. Gusto only acted suspiciously one time that we know of. And I imagine Mr. Von Karma is aware of exactly what that suspicious action was. Yeah, he went into the room he wasn't supposed to, right? Which means this is probably a trap. Well, cat got your tongue? Are you going to activate my trap card? Maybe it's a bluff. Maybe he just put face down a spell card. Maybe it's not a trap card. Let's see. Oak says, holy crap, the Jane Remover album did release tonight, but I can't listen to it yet because stream, and I need to do stuff. I mean, in 20 minutes, you can listen to it in the background of the stream, or like, do you have to like just really soak it in and only listen to it by itself? I don't know what music people do with music. Nora said, whoa. Vex says, it's a passing line in one of the original trilogy cases. I had completely forgot about that. So again, thank you very much, opinion. Oh, wait, what's going on? Queen Katie popped over to YouTube saying, quote from the wiki, in Turnabout Goodbyes, Manfred von Karma makes a reference to a 7-year-old granddaughter with a dog named Phoenix. According to the Gyakuten Saibon 2 Shinso manual, Franziska has an older sister who is the mother of said granddaughter. The original Japanese script of Turnabout Goodbyes only refers to a grandchild, not specifying the gender. So, okay, so that is a thing. There's a lost Von Karma sibling. Thank you both Opinion and Queen Katie for and Vex right there for bringing this to my attention. I don't know. There was Tony saying Tony can't think of a raid message. Oak says raid. Tony says I'm good. Was playing the Schedule 1, the weed game. Oh, I saw a thing on Steam about that. The style looked really cool. I mean, it doesn't sound like the type of game, like, because you're basically creating a drug empire. That doesn't sound fun to me. But then again, I didn't know that Breaking Bad would be so much fun. And Oak says, does the duty command? Queen Katie said, oh, that was read over there on YouTube. So thank you again, Queen Katie. Magpie says, I have bought the expensive Lego kit. No! I will be a good Vero. Sorry. My brain is so used to auto-replacing the word puzzle with Vero. You said it'll be a good puzzle to put together. I'm like, it'll be a good Vero to put together. My brain doesn't work right. It'll be a good puzzle. That word still feels wrong to me saying on the stream to put together. And also, I love the aesthetics of Batman the Animated Series. I'm excited. Well, it's got great aesthetics. Some of the redesigns for, later on for the new Batman Superman Adventures, I don't care for as much. Like Penguin and Killer Croc. Since you, Magpie, are a Scarecrow Dr. Jonathan Crane enjoyer, I'm curious as to what you think about the redesign and recasting of Scarecrow for that part. And Magpie says, I always headcanon Franziska's older sister to be a teacher. I mean, how about that? Because teachers can be sadistic Germans too.
Well, cat got your tongue. But even if this is a trap, I can't back down now. Mr. Gusto snuck into Mr. Frost's room, and we still don't know why. That fact alone is reason enough to suspect him. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You activated my trap card. Is that your only concern? Then allow me to clear it up for you. I knew it! It was a trap! I was saving this for the trial, but consider it a taste of things to come. Plus, I'd hate for the proceedings to drag on because of your needless interjections. Here! Take a look at this photograph. Okay, my camera's covering up, so I gotta bring this down 1 second here. It's a picture of Frost and Gusto. They're a gay couple, and they're gay children. I mean, they're not gay for each other, but they are gay. Like all of them are gay. And this family in the background, he's gay and married her as her beard. She's gay, but for religious reasons denies it. The child, that kid, is bisexual, but doesn't know it yet. The more you know. All right, take a look at this. Oh crap, I should have just described all that here. All in all, there's like a little, okay, this kid, he's got to be, remember in the present. Wait, no, because that's 18 years later. I was going to say we saw what looked like a kid. Maybe it was just a young man. We saw a kid, I think he had a backpack on? I'm not sure. So are these kids going to be important later on? Oh, what if one of these is the person we found dead in the fountain is like the child of Frost? But it's okay to kill the kid after the kid grows up. Then it's just homicide and not kindercide. I think we decided stream ages ago during the Danganronpa days what to call it. That's Gusto und Frost und their sons. Not separately, together. Guess which one of them got man pregnant? I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It was Frost!
Family photo added to the court record.
A photo of Frost, Gusto, and their sons. Gusto's son visited his father daily, up through the semifinal. Oh yeah, they mentioned that earlier, I forgot. Gusto snuck into Frost's room in order to retrieve this photograph. But why? It seems their sons attended the same elementary school. Gusto was concerned that the fact of Mr. Frost and his acquaintance might place him under undue suspicion. A concern that you have just proved was entirely well-founded. Gusto's actions make perfect sense, and you have given me no reason to believe otherwise. No! Oh, fading to white. Oh. He's never going to let me talk to Mr. Gusto. Is that why we're going to fail? Because he activated his trap card? Flips over. Gay family photo! Now, if you're quite done obstructing my investigation, I have things to be getting on with. Goodbye. Oh, that smug, self-righteous jerk! I'll be giving him something to be getting on with. Oh, what do we do, Mr. E? Mr. Tangaro is finished if we can't figure something out. Things to be getting on with. Also, we should save again. We're like 10 minutes away from the 3-hour mark, and I should probably read some more in the chat. Once again, as I said earlier, if anybody has any raid suggestions, now would be a good time to look them up and post them into the Twitch chat here. All right, let's read some more. I am still caught up on the YouTube chat from the looks of it. Let's read some more Twitch chat. Nora said, Logan, ... Logan, you know that girls' waists are higher, right? No, it was mad because I couldn't have been comfortable. Okay, I can't remember which you said, waists or hips, which one it was. But yeah, they've like high waists and high hips, and high everything. Oak said, Vivarium had like a semi-interesting premise, but the description of the plot is literally... Tony said, also, Logan sent you an updated podcast schedule. Again, take your time. Once you know, let me know. Thank you very much, Tony. Oak said, literally all the plot, I sent the message too early, like the entire story can be summarized in less than 2 sentences, and it was an hour and a half.
Oak with the raid suggestion. Nebulican we have raided before, but I will copy this over. Thank you very much, Oak. Oak says, I am busy being sad that I can't listen to the new Jane Remover album tonight. Everybody, help me stay in denial and pretend that it's not out for another 12 hours. Nora said, Oak, you have schizophrenia. It's not out yet. Oak said, you're so right. I didn't realize until 2 a.m. Eastern today. Nora said, oh, I still need to record. Vex says, there really isn't much other than the PCOS symptoms at the moment. They're just that severe, but you know, that's life. Did have a bit a while ago where I could eat actual food, but that ended yesterday back to yogurt and applesauce for the time being because my tummy ups tummy. Oh, ups tummy instead of upset. I had some applesauce earlier tonight. I had a pork chop, dipped it in applesauce. It was good. I'm sorry that your stomach is up stomach. Quick said the original Japan. Oh, that was also pinned. Oh, Crystal with some more raid suggestions. Let me copy these over as well. Crystal, thank you for popping back. I thought you had already left, and so but you were here. You're back. And being the MVP, a raid suggestion finder. Magpie says, quote, one of the original trilogy cases, it could have literally been one case. It's the only other time that he shows up. Oh yeah, that is true as well. Yeah, that is. Did he ever? Yeah, because he didn't get name dropped. It was just that final case, huh? That is a good point. Quick said, yeah, lol, he's in goodbyes. Then the flashback case in the first investigations game, and now this case, which is like a surprising amount of like screen time for just one villain. But I'm guessing because like you guys said, this was kind of intended as the anniversary game, and so it would make sense that they'd have to bring back the big bad from the first game. And also neat that they're fleshing out Gregory Edgeworth here. Oaks is laughing. Quick said, I knew Logan was going to read that puzzle as Vero. I almost did it again. Did you see that? My mouth was forming the V. Magpie said Logan's autocorrect is so funny. Laughing. Chris said Vero is great to put together, and then a broken heart. Why is that a broken heart? Maybe Vero is great to put together. You don't know. Vex says, diversity win. Your law professor is a sadistic German woman. And Oak with a clip. Okay, let's load this up with the clip viewer. So we're gonna watch this one together. And we'll be able to see how far behind I am now. Hopefully not too far behind. This clip is from 7 minutes ago. Oh, I'm so close. It's titled, It Will Be a Good Vero. So since Vero had left, you guys got to make sure to show this clip to Vero. I'll use this opportunity to have a sip of water. Expensive Lego kit. No! I will be a good Vero. Wait, oh, sorry. My brain is so used to auto-replacing the word puzzle with Vero. You said it'll be a good puzzle to put together. I'm like, it'll be a good Vero to put together. My brain doesn't work right. It'll be a good puzzle. That word still feels wrong to be saying on the stream. So thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that, Oak. Quick said, minor spoiler clip incoming. That's not a spoiler clip. That's just Oak being silly. Is pointing out my mistakes, my foibles. Magpie says, ooh, I actually think of all the redesigns for Scarecrow were good. I think it's hilarious that both Batman the Animated Series and Arkham games started recasting and changing Scarecrow with every appearance, so I chose to just imagine that's how he is. He just changes his entire self every time he shows up, and nobody wants to bring it up to him. Lol. The scary Scarecrow and the wacky Scarecrow, both delightful and perfect, and I love them for that. I just think there's this one aspect of his new Batman Superman redesign that is a bit weird. It's the noose around the neck. I mean, I get that it's like, ooh, it's spooky, it's scary, but that doesn't seem like that's good to have when you're like gonna be fighting as people, potentially superheroes or other, because like they could just grab that and then suddenly like, ooh, you're choking. I know Batman wouldn't do that, but if you hop him up on, wasn't that, they did that in one episode that took away his fear and took away his fear of killing. Vex said, also be nice to me, Magpie. I'm tired. Crystal says, everyone is gay. Logan, quick Katie with the clip. Oh, this gotta be the spoiler clip. Okay, for those who don't know, if you're lurking or don't know, Queen Katie is really good about doing this. A few other people do as well. Every time I accidentally predict something right, or maybe intentionally try to predict it right, or just say something that accidentally foreshadows, Queen Katie might make a spoiler clip. And so we're gonna check this out. This spoiler clip is titled, hang on, I gotta bring it up here. About that Logan, this is from 11 days ago. So this one's quite old. So let's see. Yeah. How you doing, Tiff? And Opinion says, didn't he find a body in an elevator last game? Yeah, yes! And I remember the timing of it too, because when we were opening it, I was like joking at the time, there better not be a dead father in this elevator. Open up, oh, a dead father. So whoever we find, I just hope it's a dude who has kids. It needs to be a dead father. Oh, and that was a
That
thing!
needs to be what happens every time. So thank you for remembering that.
It was a dead dad.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I said that. Oh, that is fantastic. It was a dead dad. All Edgeworth cases involve dead dads. So yeah, and if Gusto gets executed, he'll be another dead dad. Or maybe he was the body floating in the fountain. Maybe we got two different culprits. Maybe Gusto killed Artie Frost, and maybe Judy Bound killed Gusto out of revenge. I don't know. Except that body had brown hair, and he had gray hair in the future. Anyway, Vex says, I didn't do anything to you, Vex, laughing. I was teasing Logan. Vex said he was reading my comment, laughing. Crystal said, Longa, hey, hey. Finland has just closed their borders. Okay, it's got to be one-liner. So does it mean their immigration system is finished? Magpie says, ooh, from earlier, Lala, get you, Vex. Crystal said, I guess no one will be crossing ... Oh, is it gonna be the finish line? Oak said, my life is over. I can't listen to the new Jane Remover until like 4 a.m. or 11 a.m. if I'm smart and don't mess up my sleep schedule. Crystal said, the finish line! Hey! Vex says, I am slow. Crystal says, hey, Longa. What do you call a row of rabbits hopping away? A row of rabbits. A hairline? A receding. A receding hair. Does that still work? Receding? Would you have to change it to retreating? A receding hairline? Receding hairline. Hey, I'm happy when I can figure out these puns. That makes me happy. Quickita says, by the way, to future Logan, after he sees my spoiler clip, I was going to post that when we learned that Gusto has a kid, but this moment was better, in my opinion. We find out both of them have kids, all both victims, in quotes, with kiddos. Nora says, H. Vex says, you say this like Crane doesn't have a death wish. I mean, I don't think... And I never thought about whether or not he does or doesn't. That is a fair point. I'll have to think on this, Vex. Nora said, I watched a couple of minutes of the VOD. Yes, women have high everything. We are all high. Magpie says, funny enough, they sort of use Noose design again in Arkham Knight when he twists the gas tubes in his costume to resemble a noose, but they aren't actually a noose if you look at it. So maybe the Batman the Animated Series design just looks like a noose, isn't actually tied properly. I mean, I suppose that'd be safer. Chris said, Longa, hey, hey. Oh, here we go. Another pun. Said, what animal has more lives than cats? More lives than cats. So cats have 9, so maybe something 10. How many tentacles does a squid have? Is that 10? Maybe good, like 10? I don't know. Chris says the frog, because it croaks every night. Oh, that's good. I was way off on that. Croaks every night. Nora said, why? Crystal with some emos. Nora said, I see. Oh, there are 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 40 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah. Nora said, wait, no, don't get up to chat. Why not? We can take off slow mode now because I'm fully caught up to chat. In fact, wait, where's the button for that? Let me see if I can undo slow mode. Off! You're free chat. Slow mode is removed. Nora says, oh, yay! Also, did I save yet? I should probably save. I mean, this, I guess, is like a decent enough spot to be stopping. Unless, Queen Katie, are you here? Are you able to shout to me? Like, no, keep going. There's a better cliffhanger in like a few minutes or something like that. Do I need to keep going? Or what do you guys think? Magpie says he's a university professor with a doctorate. If that says anything about Crane's mental health, laughing. I mean, even worse would be if he was a dentist. I hear that dentists have a lot of bad mental health. Queen Katie said, nah, you're good. And thank you very much, Queen Katie. Nora says, Crystal, should I draw my mom honest? Vex says, Crane is not a mentally well man, and you can fight me longer. I don't feel like any of the Batman villains are mentally well, as a general rule. Quick said, you have like a paragraph or 2 left, so I'd say you still have content for next time. Okay, thank you. Nora said, you also answer this. Chris said, no to Nora. Nora says, why? Oak said, thank you for the very gay joke stream, made me smile. That reminds me, I need to check out all those raid suggestions. If you are lurking, let me give you the rundown on the stream as a whole. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this game, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Gambit, and Metaphor Refantasio. So that means tomorrow, Friday, is going to be Metaphor. We just finished the Dragon Temple, and so now we're going to spend some time with Juna and Yufa to try and up their follower bond. So if they're characters you like, maybe give that a look. And yeah. Of the raid suggestions we have, looks like the person with the fewest number of viewers is this one. Is this someone that we've raided before? I can't tell if this is someone we've raided before. It's like a fox-themed ping tuber. And yes, I still say ping tuber. So let me go ahead and get that ready to post in the chat. I don't know if anyone's done this. Someone probably already has. But let me post the link tree and copy this over to YouTube. If anyone's lurking over on YouTube, here is my link tree that has all my social medias, my Discord invite link, what would be my TikTok, except it's still hacked and I'm still locked out of it. And yeah, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all that good stuff. Feel free to check it out. Make use of it as you see fit or not. It's up to you. I won't pressure you. I won't force you on anything. But let me go ahead and get the raid initiated here. And thank you. I see Oak did the raid message here. Someone else might have already. Let me make sure I can read some more stuff here. Crystal says, no one in Batman villains are mentally sane. Oak said, good night, everyone. Magpie says, the most mentally well Batman villain is a Joker, and I stand by this. He's not insane. He's just a guy from 4chan. Quigita said, thank you for the very bittersweet stream. I see what you did there. Crystal said, everyone has a mental illness of some kind. There's the schedule command. There's the about command. There's the raid, the sub raid. Nora says, why? Quigita says, captions. No, what did captions say? Quigita said, thanks for the... I think she said F-word themed VTuber. No, Fox. F-O-X. Magpie says Animaniacs voice mock. Good night, everybody. Quigita said captions why. Nora said lol. Crystal says as in the slur. Vex says night. Chris says or just F. Quigita says F yes. Nora said I show my mom honest. Quigita says no. Nora says why. Crystal said thank you for the very gay stream. Crystal said very parentless stream. Bill said good night, y'all. Over on YouTube, Opinion says see ya. Yes, I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you again, by the way, for last stream as well. For the April Fool's stream, it went really well, and it's all because of you guys. You guys made it amazing. You made all the preparation pay off, and it was wonderful. Nora said very stream. Quigita says bye-bye. Chris said bye-bye. Yes, again, you're awesome. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow for Metaphor, and Sunday, we're going to pick up where we're leaving off here in Ace Attorney Investigations. Nora said good night, everyone. Love y'all. Vex said, wow, long you do a good Yakko impression, was it? Anyway, raid's about to start. Love you all. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, no! Someone snuck in that Tomcat right as the raid is happening. And for those watching the VOD or over on YouTube, good night as well.